What's good? What's happening? Hope everyone's good. We're gonna be playing some Elden Ring today. For the first time in my life. Hopefully it's a good game. You were the type of guy to read all the ingredients labels of all the foods in his house? No, that is not correct. And we're gonna be like, trying to find the best weapons because... Where am I going? We might make a list of the top 25 best weapons tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. Thoughts on the Sacred Relic Sword outside of being good for farming? I think the Sacred Relic Sword is an S tier weapon. It goes really far. It actually does pretty decent damage. And the fact that it goes that far and has like that wide of an AoE means that it's like basically impossible to dodge. It's actually really good. Like the only problem is that it consumes like 40 something FP and it consumes a lot of stamina. But use things like the Carrion Filigree Crest and it's like actually really good. It can like clear out an entire room of enemies. And obviously it does holy damage, but now we have more things to boost holy damage. Captain Brulette, what's up? Top 25 DLC weapons? Yes, top 25 DLC weapons. Anyway. Thoughts on Euphoria? I don't like it. Needs to get buffed. Needs to get buffed. Thing is, like, I wanted to make, like, a ranking. Bruh. Thank you for the follow. I wanted to make a ranking of all the unique skills and stuff. Will there be spoilers? I'm not done yet. Yes. By pure virtue of the fact that people in chat are going to be speaking about like the final bosses and stuff like that, so I can't really guarantee anything for you, bro. Sorry about it, and you might go test out against some of the DLC bosses, so. Because there's like 40 or like 50 something new like unique skills. Does Fixture have a list? That'd be nice if Fixture had a list of all the unique skills. They actually do. That's huge. Okay, because we ranked all the ashes. Now, how many skills are there? There might be a lot more skills. Yeah. There's a lot of unique skills. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 9, 42, 45, 48, 51. There's like 55 unique skills. Bronzo, thank you for the follow. And I kind of want to rate the unique skills. I'll probably do that later on. I'll just go over like the top 25 best weapons. Damn. You're gonna count the perfumes? Yeah. Might as well. Like perfumes are gonna get #1. Just purely based on the fact that Rolling Sparks is broken. You count PvP in this one? No. Odin, what's up? Like, the thing is, when you start to include PvE or PvP and put them together, you're gonna be like, oh, this one's really good in PvE, but this one's bad in PvP, so you have to, like, balance it out. Then all of a sudden, you put in, like, a really good weapon, like, lowering the list just for, like, no reason. You're always better separating the lists. And for me, I don't even play PvP anymore, so it's just simple to do it this way. Can you review the Fiery Knight's Greatsword with bleed infusions and spinning gravity thrust? The Fire Knight's Greatsword with bleed infusions? Okay, why? Okay. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why wouldn't we just use the Guts as Greatsword for that? Like, you would only use a Fire Knight's Greatsword for a Faith build, correct? Because, like, it gets the Faith scaling, and you can double down on that Faith scaling. I've already played with the Euphoria. I don't like it. It needs to get buffed. How much longer do you think the perfume bottles got before they get nerfed? I don't know. It depends when From Software gets their shit together. The thing is, there's a lot of really imbalanced stuff, so I'm guessing they're going to like buff a lot of things alongside with the nerfs. So it might take them a little bit. I don't think anything longer than like a week, right? Not Cube, thank you for the follow. Like typically they take them about like a few weeks before they start handing out the balancing patches. But like being at such a large game, they probably have like a larger team working on this. Maybe they probably put it out a bit quicker. Yeah, Swift Slash is a bit broken too in PvP, so yeah, I've seen some clips. So yeah, they need to like, maybe within the week. Typically they actually end up like having a balancing update like middle of the week, right? Like Wednesday or some shit, they normally do one. So maybe potentially in a couple days. Potentially. Thoughts on the Spirit Glaive? It's just like, I mean, just sword dance, right? On like a halberd. It's like a better version of sword dance that could proc frost. It's pretty nice. I think if you put like a frost infused like rusted anchor or like an executioner's great axe with sword dance, it might just like work better. Cool Breeze, what's up, man? I haven't really like looked at it that much. We can play with it today. It is a halberd, right? Honestly, there's like a lot of like mediocre options in this DLC for weapons. Like nothing that really stands out. It's just sword dance. What did I write down about this shit? Spirit Glaive. Do they have like more poise damage or some shit at least? Damn. Yeah, it does do more stance damage than sword dance. With a halberd at least. I think when you use sword dance with like a great axe, it might just do more. So like if you want to go with a sword dance build, this is probably the best weapon to use because like it's the same thing. But it just does like, it does frost. Shoddy with the sub. Thank you, man.
Should I change my build? I have Milady with Carian Sovereignty and Imint Dex. Also, fuck you, slut.
First of all, thanks for the sub. And no, you don't have, are you happy with the build? Like, if you're happy with the build, then just leave it. Like, if you want to change it, then change it. Like, it's like Carian Sovereignty is like one of the best ashes in the game. And the Milady is a great weapon, so. Doesn't Quayline's Greatsword eclipse Godskin Stitcher? In terms of like damage with like a Faith build, potentially, yeah. Otherwise, if you're gonna go with a Dexterity build, then the Godskin Stitcher is just better. Right? Yeah. Because it gets the same moveset. But that's the heavy attack, does it? Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't. It gets a different moveset. Because the Godskin Stitcher gets the double poking attack, right? Yeah. That just gets the regular heavy attack. Gets a different moveset too. Might be better at poking statuses. Ranking the best weapons. We're gonna go with like the top 25 best ones. Devonia's hammer is nice, right? It's cool, but I wouldn't use it over Ordovis's Vortex because Ordovis's Greatsword because the skill Ordovis's Vortex is just better. Like it literally is. Like this skill right here, it's faster, and it does more stance damage. Like this does like 60 something. Like almost like 68 or 69, something like that. And then Devonia's does like 50 something. And it's like a lot longer. Like it is going to do more damage. But like I'd rather just go with a quicker option that consumes the same amount of FP. Actually, I think it's less FP by 1. I think Devonia's like 15 or 16. 16 FP. 1 more. Higher requirements too. And it's a colossal weapon, which I just rather have a greatsword. Yeah. I ain't know about all that. We gotta test the damage difference. Maybe it gets like so much more damage. It won't. Yeah, Ordovis's greatsword is like an S tier weapon. Yeah, like it's hard to like it's hard to beat it out. It's like the weapon itself is not bad. It's just that like when you look at the Ordovis's greatsword, it's like, well, why would I pick this one when like that already does the exact same thing? $20.82. Which backhanded blades are the best? Probably the... Oh, how much difference is that? 15 is like an extra 500 damage. I'd rather just go with the one that has the faster animation and the more stance damage. And like, you know, great sword moveset too. All like the backhanded blades are kind of like the same fucking thing. Well, the ones there's a throwable one. I don't like the throwable one. I'd rather just go with the... Hold on, what are we looking at here? I think if you go like in an elemental infusion, this one can probably get like the most amount of damage, and if you just want to spam the skills, it could be better. I think this one's gonna have more range, and obviously be better with dexterity build. But that one gets bleed, so like maybe this one's pretty best for like occult infusions, or like if you want to go use blood flame blade. That one for like max damage with like the elemental builds, and then that one for like everything else. It looks like it gets more range, right? It definitely should. I actually like this heavy attack. It's actually a pretty good heavy attack, but then like with this one you throw it and it does not good it does not do good damage. Don't go that far. Their Asher War kind of sucks though? No, absolutely not. Blind Spot is like S tier, and then Swift Strike is also S tier. PvE I'd rather have Blind Spot, because like it's an instant iframe dodge. Like you don't get hit a single time. Are you sick? No, I'm not sick, I'm just like, it's just early. I woke up like 20 minutes ago. Best weapon for the dragon incantations, I have 70 strength, dex, and faith, and 70 arcane. Well, at that point, you have like leveled up everything, so like, you can use whatever weapon you want to. Like typically, when you have a dragon communion build, you probably have just more arcane than anything else. Of which, like the best arcane weapons would be the ones that have like passive bleed, and you could just infuse them with like an occult infusion. So, how good would you say the dancer swords are? Mediocre. The dancer sword can output some really nice damage, but like it's very rare that an enemy is gonna give you an opening long enough. But like you can put an armor set on to boost the damage even further. Like if an enemy gives you an opening for like longer than 3 seconds, then this is really good. Otherwise, just use a light attack combos. Like it's still a power sense like curve sword, which is great. But if you want a power sense curve sword, one, that one's gonna be better. It might be like less damage, but like you get bleed. And you get a more useful skill. I guess much better scaling. It's like a difference of 30 AR at this level. At 80 dexterity. But this one gets bleed, and I'd just rather have that. Rather just have that. Or, you know, just power stancing like bandits curve swords, which probably is going to be even better than that too. Or power stancing scavengers. We just talked about Devonia's hammer like 3 seconds ago. I think the Smith Script Heavy does decent damage. Can you check how much stance damage it does with both hits? Yeah, they do terrible stance damage. It's like less than 5. The axe does 8 stance damage. The shield does 5. The Great Hammer does 12 on the projectile, but 40 at close range, which is actually good. That's the only one that's actually decent. The spear does 8. The backhand blades do 8. I was wrong. It's more than 5. Yeah, they suck. I don't like them at all. At all. Let's go on super. Have you tested the Smith Script Shield with Roll Not Resolve? Yes, I have. I mean, I talked about it in my video. I just like mentioned the fact that it works with the Roll Not Resolve. What would you rate the Falx weapon? I think it's pretty good. I'd probably give it like a solid A tier. Like, if you're going against enemies that can get staggered, or like if you want to close a distance quickly, it's pretty good. Enemies with like shorter openings, it's going to be kind of useless. But like, you know, it is like a power stance curve sword that gets bleed, so you can't really go wrong. And you have to worry about leveling up 2 different weapons, so. And it's only 4 units to like wield 2 weapons. It's nice. That's 3.5. That's like the gravity cycle, right? All these power stance curve swords. I understand why they didn't design all these things to be like backhanded blades. Why would they do that? It makes no sense. You'd think they would, right? It's like we're gonna add a new weapon class that's very similar to the curve swords, but we're gonna add just as many new. Actually, they added more curve swords than they did backhanded blades. Why would they do that? Ghost Flame Ash of War. Ghost Flame Core is not good. It's terrible. This is worse than the Death Poker in every way because it does terrible damage. Best Milady Ash of War, Wing Stance. Like if you can go, like there's other Ash of Wars that are probably better than Wing Stance, but the thing is like, if you're gonna be using those Ashes of War, they're gonna be better paired with other types of weapons. So like, I think the whole purpose of the like, is to use what's uniquely good about the Milady, which Wing Stance is. And it still is a very good Ash. Solid A, potentially even S tier. Using a build based off your recent Milady build, added 60 faith and made 53 dex. Should I still use Milady or Letter Sword? Whatever one you want, bro. Letter Sword's really good. I think Milady with like Wing Stance might be just more useful. You can power stance them both and use both skills, you know? I actually like Letter Swords though. This might be my favorite weapon in the DLC. Not because it's good or anything, but because it looks cool. That's why. It looks cool. Look how clean that shit is. That's nice. I just like holy damage, like aesthetically speaking, but it doesn't like me back. Which is unfortunate. Most fun weapon to use in the DLC? I mean, then fun is subjective, right? I know the hand-to-hand weapons can be pretty fun. Using things like Palm Blast to just trade out blows with like a fist weapon. It's pretty funny. How good is the Anvil Hammer compared to the other strength weapons? Not that good. like I don't want to like, you know, shit on anyone's like parade, but like some of these weapons are just outclassed by things in the base game. Like they look really cool and you should just continue to use them if you like them. Like they're not bad by any means. So I probably shouldn't say not good. But like this skill is quite literally the exact same thing as Eruption. Like the exact same thing as Eruption. I don't have the requirements right now, but like, but the thing is, Eruption is just better because it does more damage, can do more stance damage. You can put it alongside like a weapon that does more damage than another colossal weapon, and being that it does lava damage, or it's like a lava-based skill, you can put it alongside a Talisman of the Dread to make it do even more damage. So yeah. Like you can put Eruption like a giant crusher, and it can just get way more damage. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Isn't Anvil skill faster? I don't think so. I think it's the exact same. We're gonna go test it out. What's the requirements with the Anvil? Pretty sure it's the exact same. So that's Eruption. Leaves lava on the ground. It's the exact same. And that does like a little bit of damage over time as well. The spears. Similarity. It's got it, man. So, yeah. It's also gonna be doing fire damage too. So it's like, it's not even like unique. It does get a faith scaling, so when you go on like strength faith, it could just do more damage. But then again, you could make this flame mod infused, but it's gonna give it like a bad strength scaling. So maybe like at really higher levels, this thing can potentially outdamage it. Actually, go to Malekith. Millennia is weaker to fire damage. Be a bit skewed numbers. Is City and Lamina B make it to your list? I think it would make it to my top 25 list, yeah. Can you throw it? No, it's just gonna have like a regular. I don't know why. It's because it's one of like the weapons that you get in the Forge, and for some reason all like the Forge types of weapons just get ints and faith scalings and requirements. I don't know what's going on there. You can't infuse it either. $1,400 damage. Now it's gonna tick for more, but the thing is, you go ahead and put on the lava of the, what do you call it? The lava talisman. Talisman of the Dread. That's just gonna be 15% even more damage. And you can put this thing on the giant crusher and it'll just do way more damage. But as I mentioned, if you'd probably go into like high amounts of strength and faith, I only have 30 strength right now, so like the damage is gonna be shit. And 25 faith. So with a strength faith build, it's gonna be better. Whereas Eruption only scales of strength. Of which I have 30. So it just depends. Groovy, thank you for the follow. Not utterly useless, but kind of useless. And I think Eruption does do more stance damage too. I didn't see like the actual, what's the numbers? 45 stance damage. How much does Eruption do? Do I have that written down? Why don't I have that written down? How are Rolanda's twin blades when you reach all 4 soft caps? That's a good question. I do not know. I do not know. I imagine the damage could be really good. Like if you have like max level weapons, like the Int Faith weapons are just going to be great. Or if you have a max level build. Where am I going? I gotta go Steven. My guy Steven. What katana does the most DPS? The one that gets the most damage? Typically, right? Because they all get the same moveset. I mean, like, the best katana builds out there would be like, you know, just Moonveil, weapon skill spam, or like Nagakiba, Bloodblade spam. Putting Bloodblade on the Nagakiba and spamming that, that's gonna be broken. And then like just Moonveil weapon skill spam. Those are like your 2. Everything else is just like more situational. Or just like decent, you know. Nothing too bad. Anyway. What if it does do more stance damage to put on the giant crusher? Probably not. I missed. I don't think I need the requirements to... I don't have the requirements to actually meet the... I still can't use it. God damn it. I need a respec. Is there a new best stance breaking weapon? I don't think so. I don't think there's a new best stance breaking weapon. Philzone. What's up, man? Actually, the Blood Fiend's arm. That's another one. Yeah, that one can stance break really well. It does like 50 something stance damage, like closer to 60 stance damage if you have it with like Pride Blade. With like the charged heavy attack. It's kind of dumb. Which weapons are actually viable? I mean, like, a lot of weapons are viable. Like, you can make almost any weapon in the game viable because there's so many different types of buffs and stuff that could just make them viable. So you have to worry about that. Like, if you have a weapon that looks really cool and you like it, just use it. Because more likely than not, it's going to be viable. If I were to try and conjure up a top 25 list right now, though. If I were... Where am I at? Where am I at? Yeah, okay. So number one would be the perfume bottles, right? With rolling sparks. That's probably the best weapon in the game. And number two is probably the Blood Fiend's arm. Now at this point, there's many different ways we can go. There's nothing that's like definitively number three. Because those ones are like the most broken weapons. There are some like really good stuff out there. You probably could go like backhand blade with like just... Like if this is PvP, then obviously backhand blades. Okay. 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 This is tough. Like the Falx can go up there, so can the backhand blades. The Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword, that's probably gonna be up there too. I just like put anything there, then I'll probably rearrange it later. How about that? And then the red bear claws can be up there too. These are pretty powerful. Weapons that scale better with quality than heavy or keen. I don't really know. I don't think so. Like, I've been trying out a couple of quality infusions, and like at lower levels, it's not going to be that useful. Like at lower levels, you're better off just always going into like either strength or dexterity. It's only when you get like really high level. Hope Devonia makes it. I doubt that it does. Milady seems better quality. Maybe once you get like a bit higher. Maybe like at 40-40. But anything before that, maybe it's just better going all into one. 43 dex for a bow. Yeah, but it's the best bow in the game, so. It is pretty high though. Especially because it has a D-scaling in dexterity. That can go somewhat higher in the list. Fire Knight's Greatsword can go a bit higher too. You know what? Let's put Claws of the Knight. I think Claws of the Knight at number 3 makes the most sense. I think Scattershot Throw is too good. Too good. This guy's not putting like anything there now. Like there's not really like many like definitive S tier options. The Dragon Hunt Great Katana is nice. I'll probably put the Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword. We might change that up. Just gotta start putting things on the list. As long as we have 25 good weapons here, then that's fine. I'll go with the Milady as well. Do I like the backhanded blades the best? Do I like them the best? More so than the other backhanded blades? I think I do. What's the damage difference? That gets higher base damage. What's the scalings? Oh, this one can't be infused. This is the one of the unique... That's true. True. That's the one. I don't like this skill. I did not like this skill. I feel like the hit detection was kind of weird. I didn't like it. Yes. I remember now. Yeah. Wasn't a fan. This one could do the most damage with the elemental builds, but I don't like the heavy attack at all. We could probably try and specking into an elemental build and try and fuck around. And I'll make my list and then we'll start testing things out. I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Maybe the Black Steel Great Hammer, just throw that on the list. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, Claws of Knight's probably going to be number 3. I don't think that's going to move. Scattershot's too good. Too good. You know what? Let's put the red bear claws there. Why not? Maybe it makes it to the top 10. Oh, forget the Death Knight axes. Fuck. These are pretty good. Obsidian Laminar is nice. I think it's still just like a worse version of the Bloody Hellas, but like it still has its uses because it works like a little bit differently. And Guard axes are nice, and like the heavy attack is the Crescent Axe heavy attack. This is pretty cool. Starline's Katana. Sleeping on the thrusting shields? Probably. Probably. It's like, they're just weird to judge, because like the benefit of them is the fact that you can like block and attack at the same time. So it's like, but your damage and your range is like not going to be anywhere near as good as like a lot of other things in the game. Nor your stance damage either. Like it gets a good stance damage with the light attack combos, but for some reason the heavy attacks for thrusting shields, I don't know what it is. I know what it is. It just doesn't do good stance damage. It does like less than 30 stance damage for a charged heavy attack. Like a medium shield does more. That does more stance damage than a whole designed weapon. And you can like block and attack and I don't know. And you can put a bunch of poking attack skills in there, which is nice. You can probably still put it on the list, because there's probably certain things that you can use. Just being able to like block, I don't know. You could probably put on certain, that's 94 physical. Block resist. Just magic damage. You can't infuse this one, right? I mean, you should be able to. Yeah. Maybe it like doubles down into the intelligence scaling that you can get some good damage. Maybe not. Maybe not. Still a descaling. Looks like a spaceship. Kinda. The more shield is the best weapon in the game. Are there spoilers here or just spoiler-free testing weapons? I'm not gonna say it's gonna be spoiler-free. I might be able to test. I might just do some testing against some DLC bosses. And I'm not going to guarantee that the chat's going to say anything spoiler-free. So. Can't help you out there, my friend. Rank Rolana's Twin Blades? It'd probably be like an A2 at best. Death Knight's Long Haft Axe. I can make it to the list. So much mid. It's like not easy to rank. Can we look at the Great Katana there as well? I think I like it better than Rikshas's. Do I like it better than the, than the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana? Maybe? I need to play with this thing more. I don't know if I like it more or not. Does that projectile, does that just do... It probably just does physical damage, right? Like, it's hyper armor. It's not bad damage. The stance damage could be a bit better. The projectile. But, like, it's fine. I think it was like 20-something stance damage. Maybe at point blank it was like 25. Forgot what it was. Oh, 33 at point blank, 17 for the range. That's not too bad. I know it does more damage against dragons. Spear of the Impaler up there, it might be like in the top 25. There's like 100 weapons in the DLC, so like there's gonna be like a lot of stuff that just doesn't make it. What country are you from? Sydney. I live in Australia. Sydney, Australia. Does it hit them multiple times? It doesn't go through them? Nah. Same as Dragon Grease or whatever it is. I guess Bleed is alright. It could probably make it to the list. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's fine. Like, it's easy to use projectile. That's it. Easy to use projectile, decent damage, decent stance damage. Like, it's just nothing crazy, but it's just good. I think the Great Katana, I like it better because it's more versatile. I'm trying the horned weapons, yeah. I think I like this better than the Rakshasa's Great Katana. Like, Weed Cutter is just like, it's fine, and it adds good variety to the moveset, especially because like the heavy attack is a solid poke. But if I'm gonna go with like a moveset that has like a poking heavy attack, it'd be hard to try and pick this thing over like the Zweihander or like the Claymore. It does get bleed though. Great Katana give Carrion Sovereignty super poise? I don't know. We can try that out. It does get hyper armor? Okay, cool. There you go. It's a PvP weapon IMO? Okay. There's only 8 FP, like it can still do nice. Like the moveset's like just as fast as like the regular light attacks, but it's probably just gonna do more damage and gets hyper armor. Ow. The Crucible Hammer I'm not too big on. It's just like a solid moveset. It's just a great moveset. Just a great moveset. Because like typically the Great Katanas get the horizontal side for a heavy, which is like actually great for hitting multiple enemies. Like this attack here. And then that removes that. But the weapon skill does that now. So it's just like, it's just good coverage over the entire moveset. Like the weapon skill isn't anything like flashy or just like super broken, you know, in terms of like damage. It's just another solid, good overall weapon. Like, nothing bad that you can say about it. That's it. I still want to put it next to the S tier, but... because S tier, you have, like, skills that can just do, like, monstrous damage. Wish you got the Devonia's Crucible Horse spell. Yeah. Would have been nice. It's unfortunate that we got that hammer, then it's like... just the same thing as the Ordovis's Greatsword, but just worse. The Starline Sword? Starline Sword can do high amounts of damage, but like good luck finding an enemy that's going to give you an opening long enough. It can like stagger them. The last swing does like most of the damage. It does like a majority of the damage with that final swing. But it's like a long time to get there. Like, if you're fighting enemies that can get staggered, it's pretty nice. Can I just use this and meet the requirements? Bong Rippin', what's going on, man? What's up? It does some really nice damage. And it extends the weapon, it's nice. And it can help proc bleed pretty quick. Stagger the enemies. I hate Steven. Go away. Why are you like this? You're so annoying. Instantly like activates his hyper armor, just punch. Fuck you. What a dick. Light greatswords are great. They're solid. One of the better two-handed movesets in the game. Stop doing the jumping every time. Like, you have other moves. What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. You know how annoying you are? This fucking guy. Stephen is stronger than Mesmer? It's like, shit, he's winning. Do the jumping attack. Do you think the long halved axe is better than the twin axes? I think so. I actually like the skill better with the twin axes, but I just think the great axes is the better weapon overall. In my honest opinion. I think that skill is great though. I like that one better. I think it does more stance damage than the axe, or the great axe. And like it stun locks pretty nicely. But I don't like power stancing axes. Like these movesets are awful. I hate this. Not a fan. This is a good moveset. That's a good moveset. And the skill is still decent. Dancing Blades of Runner, the most busted weapon I've used so far. That's damage. The dance damage is obscene. Yeah, it's good damage, but like it doesn't stagger enemies very well, and it's only good if you have like an opening longer than a few seconds. But it's really good damage. Like I could try it out against Millennia. Dark Wisdom, thank you for the follow. And it gets boosted by the armor set too. I'm not bothered to find the offset. It's 2% more damage, who cares? Two-handed Milady's Arte has such a good zoning. She hates me. So it's like status build up? I mean, if I had bleed or something, it'd be a lot better, obviously, but yeah. They look ass. They could do nice damage. Like, we'll go up against an enemy that gives you like a long opening, and you can like watch it fuck shit up. I could put on like the multi-hit shit as well. And like it does not consume much stamina or like FP at all. Chaos Pump. It's got it, man. And this could get even more damage. I'm not using like any buffs at all. And with a sub. Thank you, Chaos. With the prime sub, W's from my guy. Can see the vision? Yeah, it's there. It's there. Yeah, no hyper armor, and it doesn't like stagger as well. Rip. What's up, man? Like, even if I try to use it against Steven. Alistine. See, he just does not care. He does not care at all. Bacon, Seal, what's up? Classy is also slash resist? No. I think it's just as resist to all elements except for piercing damage. I think it's still 40% resist. Prince, what's up? Can you build enough poise? I mean, yeah, but like in PvE, you're still gonna get staggered very easily. Like, you can't really build that much poise. Like, I could probably build like to 50-something poise. And at that instance, I'm not really gonna benefit off this armor. But this armor is kind of shit anyway, so I'd probably rather have like good armor and good poise instead of 20, like what? It's probably 2% damage per piece. But say even I did build around like heavier armor, I could probably tank like one attack. And that's about it. Not that one. I can take that one. I think that attack I need like a lot more points. Like almost every like PvE attack in this game, you need like well over 100. If he swung with me, like hit me with the axe, like he has a weapon, he's not even using it. You can like roll out of it at like kind of any point as well. But the thing is, if you have like a short opening, just use like the light attack. And it's still like a power stance curve sword with a good scaling. Yeah. Lingdell, what's up, man? I don't know what else makes the list. Like, a lot of these weapons are like kind of just as good as one another. I think I like the Falx better than that one. Sleazy, what's up? I'll put the Falx here. It's kind of hard to rank these. My guy was lettuce swords. I actually like lettuce swords. This weapon actually isn't too bad either. Like, it's a great spear that gets like the same moveset as the Silurius tree, so it gets the horizontal heavy. And it gets a good faith scaling. And, need more faith. The funny thing is, this attack right here, it procs the multi-hit talismans and it procs bleed. Because that weapon somehow it gets bleed. I'm not sure if it's a bug. It probably is a bug. But it procs bleed. It doesn't do it that fast at all though. It's still very slow. So it's not like it's broken. But it's not bad. It'll take a while to get there. So it's most definitely a bug. You can hold it down, but not infinitely. Trust. Hear me out. We're gonna get there. It does do bleed. It just takes a long time. But you probably could proc bleed like one time in a boss fight. The stance damage of the light greatsword does like 36, which is like a greatsword. So it's actually really good. It's probably not gonna make it to the list though. Chunky, what's up, man? Because I think the damage still sucks. And how much FP did that use? That was like 42 FP for like very mid damage. No. Okay. Oh, the Flowerstone Gavel could potentially make it. I wish this thing had a faith scaling and like actually split lightning damage instead of just pure physical. I don't know why they just made it an arcane weapon with pure physical damage. I mean, it's probably some lore reason, but like, I don't know. Why the hell it couldn't just make it lightning? But like, the skill is good. Because it is like just a debuff. It's nice. I could probably put the Sword of Light and Sword of Darkness on here if that is just for the sake of their buffs as well. I like lettuce swords. I'm going to put these on here. Wait, do I have any backhanded blades on here? I don't. Why don't I? Why don't I? Backhand blades. And probably like the Death Knight Twin Axes. These could probably make it to the list. Probably put the Rikshasa's Great Katana too. Wait, do I have the I don't have the other katana on here. I think all 3 Great Katanas probably make it to a top 25, right? They're all pretty good. The Dragon Hunter. I could potentially put Dane's footwork on here. I think it's nice. I forget which ones that gets the more stance damage and the light attacks. Why is there a 2 Stevens? Go away. Dane is trash? I don't think so. I think it's okay. That was 7 stance damage. That was 28. 7 and 28. That is fine. But that does 33. Yeah. Okay. But that kicking attack is going to get boosted by the kicking attack talisman. So it can just do more damage. I think by pure virtue of the fact that Dry Leaf Whirlwind can stunlock enemies, Palm Blast is like an S tier skill. I think based on that, it can get high on the list. And the legs too, yeah. Not high, but like, at least somewhat decent. Okay, that's like 33 stance damage for like Palm Blast, which is very nice. I think they're good enough to make it to a top 25. I'm not gonna not put it on. Fire Knight's Greatsword? Oh yeah, that could make it too, yeah. It's definitely not like the base game. There's not like obvious options. You can go like many different ways. So it is actually pretty balanced. They did a good job balancing them. Kind of wish they just kind of didn't sometimes. It's like just make some broken stuff. Not broken, but there's plenty of broken shit, I guess. Doesn't matter. As long as they look cool and feel fun to use. Wait, what did I just put there? Put the Obsidian Lamina. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, Fire Knight's Greatsword, that can make it there too. I like rearranges later. Just have like 25 good weapons. How about that? Greatsword of Radahn Lord could probably make it there. It might sneak it into the top 25. Might not. Then again, like, already at 18 and I haven't put the Spear of Impaler, and I think that's a better weapon than this. The Serpent Flail might make it. I think I like the Sword of Knights. I think I like the Sword of Knight better than the Starlight Sword. I think I like it better. Purely because, like, this skill doesn't require as much time as this one. This one makes it more situational. And look at that damage, too. That proc to bleed at the last hit. I wish that, like... Because, like, all your damage comes from that final swing. And it takes forever to get there. It feels like the final swing does more than like the first two parts combined. Probably just the same amount, because it did proc bleed the last hit, so it's probably a bit skewed numbers, but... And the thing is, like, the base weapon range, I think the other katana's more longer range, right? Probably the same. Does look really nice. And I do like this heavy attack better, but although, like, the weapon skill does, like, a very similar thing. I would have rather just have the poking attack. Because the weapon skill is, like, doesn't really complement it as well. They're both fine, though. You could just help build the stacks of the multi-hit talismans. Does it actually work with the multi-hit talismans? He's dead. Who killed him? Think the Sword of Night charges at the same time Rolana's Talisman does? Rolana's Talisman only boosts stance-based skills. Doesn't boost charge attacks. Backhands with blind spot add any buffs or just flashy? No, blindside is like an S tier skill. It's really good. What was I testing? It doesn't hit like more than twice. And more than like 3 times. There's like a bunch of like stuff. Yeah, blind spot has iframes. Don't kick me, Steven. Yeah. And the thing is that's annoying, it does the same amount of blood loss build up when it's charged or uncharged. Which I wish it did more blood loss build up when it was fully charged. I think that's what it's missing. And like it has like a bunch of these, like it looks like it's doing a bunch of swinging, but it's just a 3-hit swing. Like look at all those hits, none of those hits boost. And it's just a bunch of nothing. It's just like a visual effect, honestly. Kind of wish I had like a hitbox to like proc bleed faster or like maybe proc the multi-hit talismans faster, but it doesn't really do that. Added the katana parry skill from Dark Souls 3. What do you cool? It might make it to the list though. Sword of Night. I think I like it better than the Starline Sword. It's less situational. And the thing is, if you're going to go spec into intelligence, just use the Moonveil. Unless you want to look cooler, then that's valid. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to put the Serpent Flail on the list. It might not make it, but I'm just going to put it there for now. Horned Warrior Greatsword. It just gets like Stormcaller, but like I don't like it as much. Where are we at? Horned Warrior Greatsword. So it does 20 stance damage in the first couple of swings, and the follow-up input makes it do 40 stance damage. Omega, what's up, man? You're at the strength tier already. It's gonna be comparable to like Stormcaller. So go get like a weapon that has anything really. Put on Stormcaller. See how it goes. I mean, if you're gonna use Stormcaller build, I'd rather put on weapon that gets like a status effect or something. What's the scaling to this thing? Why does it get like a random faith scaling? I don't know. I don't know. Spin script Soke or backhand blades with blind spot. If you're gonna go with a dexterity build, then the backhanded blades. If you're gonna go with an elemental build, then the smith script. But do keep in mind the heavy attack is not that good. The madness weapon and maybe accurate build for madness. The new madness weapons. What do we have for new madness weapons? It's just like the perfume bottles and like the torch, right? There's a torch. Is there anything else? The hand as well. Like madness builds is just like they're just for PvP, right? Like, you could probably have some madness spells and, like, proc madness upon yourself to help proc the talismans. The black dumpling and then the madding hand. You could probably build around that particular type of build. Although do keep in mind proccing madness on yourself isn't, like, that optimal. Sword doesn't have madness build up? No. That's why I don't like about Stormcaller. That's exactly what I don't like about it. I mean, like about this version of Stormcaller. It doesn't stun lock. Like, the whole purpose of Stormcaller is to fight those enemies that can get staggered. Because against enemies that cannot get staggered, this animation is way too long. And the thing is, this just spins slower. So, like, there's more of a chance that the enemies that normally do get stun locked just end up dodging. Then we use regular Stormcaller. Just bad rolling, that's fine. And it's gonna be like an infinite stun lock type of thing. That's gonna help proc status effects because you can infuse them too. Will, what's going on? Would you smash the Dragon Priestess? Probably not, no. It does get more range, yeah. It's like twice as much range. Actually, we can check how much more range. Like, visually speaking. We can check this. This is the place where I test range. Very short range. Lots of range. That's like 3 times the amount of range. That's pretty good. Give me a second, I'll be back and I get pee. Okay. What was I doing? I don't know. I forget. Wait, how much stance damage does Stormcaller get? Quotes urinating on the street. What? Anyway, Kasaga, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. My piss was fine, thank you. It was okay. Won't this video be debunked after new patches drop? Probably. I mean, some of it might be still relevant. That was nice. That was nice. That was like 47 stance damage. There's the Edward. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. They could put it on the enraged Divine Beast Talisman and fat rolling good. And Stormcaller does that. It's not as much range, but like... And you can put this like with the Great Stars or something, and... That's 20 FP cost as well, which is like a lot cheaper. Can you stop that girl? I'll see if Alex ever got a man. It's 4 AM? Damn. So you could just take a couple steps forward and you could just get a better version. But like... The range is nice. It's not completely useless. Thoughts on Bonnie's Blade? I do not care for it at all. That little bit of health regen is not useful in this game. Better for PvP, maybe. Maybe, yeah. But in this game where like the meta is just like charged heavy attacks or jumping attacks and weapon skills, a skill that just gives you a little bit of health regen is kind of useless. A Mech with a prime sub, thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. W's from my guy Amigo. Thoughts on the Mesmer Soldier Great Spear? It's just another Great Spear that can be infused, right? Which is great. That's cool. I like that. Oh, doesn't it get this, what do you call it? The heavy attack of the Tree Spear. That's right, yeah. That's good. That's good. I might just like that better than the Lance. Would it get more range than the Lance? About the same. Close enough. Will the Horned Warrior Greatsword make it to the list? Probably not. Yeah, I think it's the better Lance. Because it gets the Tree Spear heavy attack. How good is a Spirit Glaive? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's just like a better version of Sword Dance, but I don't really care for Sword Dance like that. Bro, what is this, man? It would have been nicer if the weapon got like passive bleed, but it only gets on bleed, passive frost. But it only gets frost on the weapon skill, which I don't know why. This gets the regular halberd moveset. Regular halberd moveset. But yeah, it's just literally just... It's just better Sword Dance. Because it has like a projectile. Basically. But say if I went with like a, I have it here. I already did the comparison, true. Could do it again. Compare the damage differences. Okay. I feel like that procced Frost faster. What's the AR difference? At 4100 damage. It just does not proc Frost quickly at all. Go up against an enemy that might have more Frost resist. Blood Fiend's Hammer? I don't need to test a Blood Fiend's Hammer, like it's broken. We get. I'm not trying to play around with it. Thanks for the video that you're posting on YouTube. Great content. Thank you, AIM. 1783. Try Sacred Blade and the new Great Hammer. Yeah, it must be more like damage, be like 90 more AR. But I was trying it with Cragblade because I was going with a stance breaking build, so. How much damage was it? I wasn't paying attention. But I just did more damage, right? Am I tripping? Didn't that just do more damage? 1900? Even with this shit? Bro, what the fuck? I think it does more stance damage though. Cragblade is always top 5 most used Ash of War. Yeah, any single time you're going with like a stance breaking build, and you charge heavy attacks or something, or guard counters. Cragblade all the way. It's the best buff. Does it get more... At the very least, does it get more stance damage? At the very least. I think I have it written down like 40 or something like that. That's like 35. That was like 24. So it does do more stance damage. That's it. That's it. Does like 10 more stance damage. But I kind of want to see if I put like Stored Dance on like a Great Axe or some shit. It'd probably just do way more, right? Even more stance damage. Okay, I put it on like the Executioner's Great Axe, let's say. And made that cold infused too. Yeah, the ghost would scale with intelligence, yeah. That did... not much. Let's try that again. That did the same amount, I think. Okay. Borderline useless. Borderline. How much does Letter's Sword do? Wasn't much. It was like 20 if you hit with the weapon directly, I think. Let's check. Yeah. 20 stance damage when you hit with the weapon directly. The projectiles do 10 stance damage. So it's 10 each. But the skill scales of AL, which is good. That means you don't have to go into Faith necessarily. But I wish it did have a better Faith scaling. I wish it was like a B scaling in Faith instead of a B scaling in Dexterity. Mesmer's Soldier Spear with Flame Spear? Why? Yeah, I played with a Starline Sword. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I think it's going to make it to a top 25. Poisoned Hand might make it to a top 25 by purely based on the fact that it helps poison builds. It might make it. Might not. And it's still decent as well. Procs poison basically instantly. So you could use it with any build. Any arcane build that you have. If you don't have poison, you can just throw in the poison hand. Just keep it in your offhand. Punch something. That's like an instant poison proc and then switch back. You'll get like 7.5% more damage and like just free poison. I think it makes it to the list. Do I have the Dancing Blade on here? I don't think I do. I might put it on here. Might put it on. Great Sword of Damnation. We're gonna put the Spear of the Impaler on. I don't know how many other boss weapons make it to the list. Parter the Lizard Greatsword good. I mean, the Parter is just gonna get like a worse version of most fist weapons, but it just gets like way more range. It's just a better Katar, like in every way. I guess the Katar moveset, the same 110 crit, but it just gets more range. I think it even gets more damage too, so it's nice. You guys like have this like one-handed and it's like 30 stance damage. 30 stance damage. It's pretty good. Or like a PvP weapon? Probably, yeah. One thing that's annoying is that it gets Impaling Thrust, but you can't infuse it with Impaling Thrust because it's a fist. Which is stupid. Either Death Knight Long Half Axe is going to make it to the list, yeah. Actually good. So you can't put it on. Fist weapons get nothing. They hate us. Very sad. How much does a new chest piece do compared to Raptors? I think they both do 10% more stance damage. Oh, more stance. 10% more jumping attack damage, I believe. I could put it on the list. I could. Because like it's really good range. But like the best part about the fist would probably be like the heavy attack stance damage. Golem fist? Absolutely not, no. The Golem fist is like booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Would Lifesteal Fist any good? Probably not. Because it's not going to increase the hitbox of Lifesteal Fist. And Lifesteal Fist is like basically useless in PvP or PvE. Golem Fists are great? No. I don't like it. I don't like them at all. Not a fan. I mean, their heavy attacks is probably better than some of the other ones. Other Smiths Grip, because at least they do like somewhat respectable stance damage. Yeah, but I'm not a fan. Like, the damage is not that great. Like, the whole benefit of like fist weapons would be like their stance damage, and this one just does like, it still does like 10. They're cool. That's about it. Look, we'll go respec. See if we can make them work. They will get boosted by the smithing talisman, yeah.
Is it thy whim?
You get 14 flasks max. Galaxy with the $2. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. No. I think I answered that question. I don't know. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. The Bob Staff Spear, I just talked about it. It's just, the damage of the skill is not too good. Even with like the multi-hit talismans and the fact that it can proc bleed, but it's not enough damage. If you're like a holy based great speed, just use a Silurius tree. I forgot to go into intelligence like a fucking idiot I am. When no, intelligence, what? I was 24 strength? Bro. I still also forget to go into intelligence too. Caleb, what's up, man? God. Tried Swift Spear? Which is like just a regular spear, right? It gets like the, I forget what it gets. I can't infuse this shit. What if I go with Braggart's Roar? What does it do? It gets rid of the heavy. It gets rid of the projectile heavy. That's funny. Ribbit. Hola, what's up? Am I sick? Nah, it's just like, I don't know. My nose is just runny a bit. I'm still like tired. So. Why is the buff still active? Go away. Booty cheeks. Tollable, what's up, man? Why is that booty cheeks? Hold up. Best weapon to use with the deflect tier, probably the black steel great hammer. Probably that one. We're gonna find an enemy that's weaker to striking damage and weaker to fire damage. Use all these buffs. Surely then. Freyline's greatsword with flame skewer hits hella hard? Maybe it does. Why does it consume so much stamina? That's so ass. Look at that stamina cost. That's just for one punch. I was like, oh, that's not bad for one punch. It consumes so much stamina. Why does the game hate me for it? No, definitely not. That's not making it to the list. Sorry. Sorry if you like the weapon. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. Okay. Do I have the red bear claws somewhere on this list? These deserve to make it on here. They're on the list. Nice, cool. Do I put the heavy sword lance on here? It does get really good damage. There's so many weapons that just all perform the same. I could test out the blood lizard greatsword. I should have tried it when I had a dexterity build already. Fuck. Because it actually does proc status effects. Like, it procs it twice. When you hit with a heavy attack. Because the projectile does, like, just as much bleed. Death Knight axes are really good. You'd have to fully charge it to get the projectile now. So it's pretty good blood loss build up. The damage of the projectile is like booty cheeks, but blade is nice. Respecting time. It might make it to the list. Might make it to the list, because it still gets a beat scaling and dexterity with a bleed infusion, which is pretty good. What's on the list so far? Well, Perfume Bottles, Bloodfiend's Arm, Claws of the Knights, Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword, Milady, Black Steel Great Hammer, Backhand Blades, Red Bear Claws, Death Knight's Long Haft Axe, Great Katana, Falx, Letter's Sword, Death Knight Twin Axes, Dragon Hunter Great Katana, Dane's Footwork, Obsidian Lamina, Fire Knight's Greatsword, Sword of Night, Serpent Flail, Poison Hand, Dancing Blade, Spirit the Impaler. That's not in order, by the way. That's what we have. It's gonna be a top 25.
Is it thy
The normal Great Katana is on there, yeah. It's there. Sword of Night sucks? No, it doesn't. It's fine. It does well enough. So I think it scales better with dexterity. Which is fascinating. The only striking based greatsword scales better with dexterity. Gonna play Black Myth Wukong? Maybe. It comes out like next month, right? At the end of next month? It's July for me, by the way. That's why I said next month. End of August, right? Heavy attack, Smithing Talisman. We'll go with... What are they? Go with this Spear Talisman. And Lord of Blood. Right? Kingdom Rush 5, I don't know what that is. Not the Death Knight dual axes? I think they're on there as well, right? I have both. Yeah, they're both on there. Yeah, both Death Knight axes are on there. Both of them are on. Okay, Spiked Tier and... Do you think it procs the multi-hit talismans? I wonder how many of my viewers are Australian. Chat, how many of you guys are Australian? I didn't think much. It's like, it's noon right now on a Monday. People are probably working. I procced a bleed, didn't proc the multi-hit. I don't think it works with multi-hit talismans. I'm from Venus. Cool. I don't even have a multi-hit talisman equipped. Like, am I stupid? Let's get to a still target. Nope. Sunday evening over here? Nice. Okay, I guess this missing talisman could still work. Right? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, what am I getting? I forget now. I don't know. Just go into it. Why do you choose Steve as the hit dummy? Doing tests of the bird of the first rise in the DLC area. I've been testing on Steven for 2 years now, so I'm not gonna retire Steven. Ironing my clothes for the work this week because Yui doesn't pay me enough. First of all, I pay you plenty. That just messed up. There's like a bunch of like... I just noticed that projectiles are stuck inside of her. What even are the projectiles? Can't see. Are they like little lizards? Probably like little lizards. Or like the tongue. For the tongue, right? Projectile seems to miss a lot? Yeah. I mean, Liz doesn't consume any FP. It's still on her. Can you hit double at close up? Yeah, you can. That's the whole benefit of this. Like, I can hit twice. It's gonna do twice as much bleed. I mean, card ninjas up, man. So did I hit her twice? I feel like the damage kind of sucks though, right? Oh god, why didn't I lock on? Not good damage. No, I thought it was a B scaling. It's actually a C scaling and dexterity. How much better are whips? They have not gotten better. I mean, Tooth Whip has a decent skill. Actually, no, they did improve the base damage, didn't they? Fuck, I haven't actually played with the whip since then. I lie. I lie. How's the testing going? It's going fine. Good old Tooth Whip. Proc's Blade, right? No, Proc's Poison. Not Bleed. I still would never use whips, because you still can't get critical attacks with them, they still do dog shit stance damage. But at least they do more damage now. What effect does it apply? It lowers the stamina regeneration speed of like enemies, so it's gotta be for like PvP and stuff. Okay. I don't think the Lizard Greatsword makes it. Euphoria gets charged through wholly specific spells? Is that fucking true? What's going on, Tyrone? How things, man? Let's go use some holy spells. Yeah, I've tried Euphoria or Euphoria with the charges, yeah. It's just, it's fine. Like, it does good damage when it's all fully charged. It just takes forever to get there, and it's like, good luck getting there as well. The Laminar Scythe's already on the list. We'll go play with all the weapons that are on there. But clearly, this spell is not one of them. I know, it should just like remove the timer. It's like a 15-second timer and it takes forever to build it up, and by the time that the 15-second timer is already gone, your stack is gone as well, because it's not going to proc it fast enough. Like, it's not viable in a boss fight to get to that third charge. It like rarely ever happens. And by the time that you get there, the fight's already over, because you would have killed it with R1s. Would have just killed it to death. Anyway. I had Discus of Light. It's like the only other one. What type of holy spells are we talking about? Which ones are we talking about here? They just confirmed they'll be adding a Sword of Cock and Balls in the next patch. Nice. Gonna go over armor sets. Someone's bullshitting me. Someone's just straight up lying. Let's go on time. How are things, man? Am I washed? Maybe. Do I make a video about armor sets, like, or like the specific benefits that they have? Maybe I do. Gotta make one of those. Yeah, Euphoria's not making it onto the list, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm gonna make this video and then everyone's like, where is this weapon? Where is this weapon? Where is this weapon? Then I have to make 1,000 comments. This one didn't make it because of this, this, and this. Like, wow, that's my favorite weapon. How could you? I'm already getting pre-mad. How am I getting pre-mad? I haven't even made the video yet. How am I getting mad already? Angsbach's longbow can make it onto the list. I can put the Sword of Lights as well. Do I have a faith build right now? I don't. I keep fucking changing. Because I actually haven't played with the sword lance. Probably the sword lance too. Sword lance. That's 25 already? Fuck. What don't I have on the list? Oh, the Smith Script Grid Hammer. Oh, there's gonna be good weapons that don't make it to the list. That's unfortunate. Oh, the Flower Stone Gavel. Oh, I forgot to add that one as well. That's not good. There was enough good weapons. That's unfortunate. Mesmer's Soldier Axe. It's outclassed by the Warped Axe in my opinion. So no. Smith Script Dagger, don't care to use it. Do 5 honorable mentions? Nah. I want to make a top 30 at that point. That scales with faith, right? Right? What the fuck's it called? The Horned Warrior Sword, right? Horn! 15 stands. It doesn't... why doesn't it tell me? I mean, why didn't I write it down? Let's go find out. Yeah, Fire Knight's great swords on the list. We'll go play with them later. Just gotta... I gotta see like a top 25 first. Why did I do that? DLC Bow Ash is worth using. Well, the new... Okay, 554, right? Yeah, Scales of Faith. Just Scales of Faith. Oh, there's actually some... Oh, you know what? There's a Smith Script shield as well. Forgot the Smith Script shield. This is so not good. $284 base damage. What's that comparable to? I guess less damage than an axe. Really? Kind of cringe. Fuck that. Okay. I could potentially... I mean, Freya's greatsword is decent as well. It's like more damage with things like Flame of the Red Mains and Lion's Claw. But like Lion's Claw is gonna be better with other weapons anyway. Did I have on Rikshasha's Great Katana on this list? I don't. This ain't good, chat. This ain't good. I'm gonna have to sacrifice some weapons. This is a sad day. Horned Warrior Greatsword is good. I don't think it's gonna make it to a top 25 though, so I'm probably not gonna bother. Hidden Needle, nope. Don't care for it. I don't think any of these other ones make it as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think that's it. Is anything that I'm missing? I don't think so. The Moon Irithel Night Sword, probably not. I already put the new scythe on there, yeah. The Swift Spear, that's the one that gets the unique light attack, right? Like a double poking attack. I don't care for that. I guess dog shit range still. What's the damage difference? It's like way less damage. It could be where I get the proc. I don't know. Get proc statuses. And Anvil's Hammer, I think, is just worse than Eruption, so no. This one I'm kind of confused if I want to put on the list or not. By the way, like, Stormcaller is still... I think Stormcaller is still better. You just take, like, a few steps forward and just use Stormcaller. Euphoria? No. 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 How do you even get Euphoria anyway? Like, like, obviously I just dropped the weapons with Cheat Engine. I don't even know how to get half of these things. Because, like, everyone talks about... Does people just talk about Euphoria because it, like, it looks cool and stuff? Or is it, like... Is it popular weapon to grab in the final area? The puzzle jump? Oh. It's crazy hidden? Oh, so there's probably, like, some YouTube videos, crazy hidden weapon. I see. That's probably its popularity reason? Also, cut content from the base game? Yeah, not that much, but, that should be a reason why it's, like, as popular as it is, right? Oh, the Mesmer Soldier Spear. That should be on the fucking list, too. Fuck me, dude. Okay. It's just a better, like, lance, which is just already a good weapon. That has to be on the top 25. Okay. I think I'm comfortable with the weapons that I have on this list. I have 30 weapons in total. So I've got to condense this to 25. But I'm confident with the 30 that I have. I think there's a definitively the top 30 best weapons. Unless I'm missing something. I don't have Rolana's on there. Don't have the Anvil Hammer on there, which is fine. I only have one of the bows. Don't have a thrusting shield on there. I'm fine with that. Don't care for them either way. Don't have that on there. Don't have that. I don't have the Quaylan's Greatsword. That one could make it to the list, but it's just going to be for faith-based builds. Like, it's pretty niche. I wouldn't really use it over the Godskin. What's the AR difference? It feels like it's just like free fucking damage, right? 303 physical, 298, but it just gets plus 80. What if it's just like this better than all the other ones? But then again, I like the heavy attack of the greater pay. Am I getting fucking sick or am I just like dying? What's going on? I don't know. The Greatsword of Solitude guard counter builds. I'm not missing the Greatsword of Solitude guard counter builds. It's not any different than regular guard counter builds with like other types of Greatswords. Like it probably gets a bit better block, but like that's about it. It ain't all that. Because like Greatswords don't get like high stance damage, which is like the whole benefit of going with a guard counter build. What is the stance damage of Greatswords? Shield counter. 33 stance damage, which that's just like a bit higher than a straight sword. $33. That's just as much as a thrusting sword? Cringe. You know, the Chad Hammer's 36. And the Chad the Great Hammer's 39. Anyway. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. How much more does it get the other one? So 89 physical, 58 guard boost. What's like the next highest for a greatsword? Obviously nothing gets higher. That gets 55 as well. That's 71 physical block. Unironically, somehow the Blasphemous Blade is closer. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough reason to put it on there. Because I don't even like the skill like that. I don't like the skill like that. Stefan with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the 5 gifted. W's in chat for Stefan. Okay, what am I doing? Do I put the Greatsword of Damnation on this list? Probably not. It does do good damage. It's just meant for PvP, but I guess that the Claymore moveset too. I think it's too long for it to be useful in PvE. Unless you're fighting NPCs, then. A definite NPC killer. S tier NPC killing option. But I think it's about it. I didn't put the Lizard Greatsword. I was just playing with the Lizard Greatsword. The only benefit that it has is that the projectile can also proc bleed just as fast as like a regular attack can. So it can probably proc bleed a bit faster, but the damage output is still not there. Lana's sword is nice, yeah, okay. So I think things like the Greatsword of Damnation and the Greatsword of Solitude are like on the cusp, as well as like the Horned Warrior's Greatsword. Like they're just right there. They're almost there. Almost there. Okay. It works with the Dagger Talisman? Yeah, but it's just in PvP though. Only when you land the grab attack. Spear Script Hammer? Yeah, it's on there. Okay, we have my fucking list. Here we go. This is not an order. We can try and put it in order. We gotta get rid of 5 though. Okay, which is the 5 worst options? I don't like this. This is mid. I don't like picking and choosing between actual decent options. These all stay. Those stay. I think the Dancing Blade might get the yeet. Poison Hand is useful. Any single time you go with an arcane build, if you don't have a poison build with an arcane build, just throw in the Poison Hand. Just proc poison at the beginning of the fight. It's very useful. Boot to the flail? Yeah, maybe the flail gets the yeet. Like it does do really good damage. But it's a fucking flail. If it was a hammer, it would if this thing was a hammer instead, like if this skill was on a hammer, it would be top 10. Easily. Easily top 10. Are you Lebanese? Yes. Sword of Night? Maybe. Sword Lance might go lower on the list because I don't really see myself using it as much. You know, I should have made my build... My yesterday's build with a Smith Script Hammer, I should have put it with a Mesmer Soldier Spear instead. Because I didn't even think about it. I could have put it with a Mesmer. Wait, does it scale of better strength? I don't know. So maybe the sword lens don't make it either. I kind of want to put the obsidian laminar on there. It's nice, even though I think that the bloody hellas is just better. Maybe emit the perfume bottles. There's no way they stay in this. I mean, I feel like a lot of the things are going to get changed. So I might as well just put them on there. I'd remove the scythe. Rakshasa katana, sword lance, and the smith script hammer. I think these three are getting the yeet, definitely. Flowerstone gavel. It's good, but like... okay. Let's go fuck around with that. Why does this have to be so difficult? Why can't things just be easy? Where am I at? I killed Melanie with the dancing swords? Yeah, but you didn't use the skill though, that's what you said, right? That's the whole purpose of the weapon, is the skill. Otherwise, you could just use any other Power Dancing curve sword. Just do top 30. At this point, I might as well. Just do a top fucking 30. How much does the skill cost? 18 FP as well. I wish I had a face scaling. Be nice. You called the Impaler mid before. I called the Spirit the Impaler mid. It can be mid. Yeah. But it can be good as well. But it's probably still going to be on the list, because it still does like amazing damage. It'd be like lower in the top 25. I have a build for it right now, don't I? Or not really. Let's go fight Millennia with this. I want to see if she like dodges it or something. Give me a reason to hate on this thing so I can so I can make my list easier, please. Isn't the Death Knight Long Haft Axe damage pretty bad? No, it's not bad. Zesty pose. She doesn't actually dodge it. God damn it. I don't have like any talismans or any buffs either, so. Why doesn't it get like split lightning damage? Why doesn't it get split lightning damage? Why? Video game? Why? Yeah, laser debuff. Yeah, they take 12% more lightning damage, which is good for like the skill. And it's good if you had a faith field. But this thing has an arcane scaling. It was like so close to having good synergy. I wonder if that's why they gave it an arcane scaling, because they thought it might be too broken. But there's weapons that give you a holy debuff that give you a faith scaling. So probably just like a lore reason or some shit. Oh yeah, the dragon community still, yeah, true. But like, you have to go spec at least. Your cheapest lightning spell is what? lightning spear at like 17 faith, and you can like make a whole build around that. Because Knight's lightning spear and Ancient Dragon's lightning strike I think is like 36. I think they're both 36 faith. Doesn't consume much stamina or FP. $26 for Ancient Dragon's lightning strike? Okay. Are you afraid AI will take your job? Goad, what's up, man? Okay. Why'd I have 2 documents? What's going on here? Oh. This one. The Smith Script Greater Hammer is a decent projectile. What videos have you planned? I mean, I'm gonna make a top 25 list. Let's go try and order this shit. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, this one definitely makes it to the list. This one's higher. I think these 3 can go lower. Okay, we're going back into like a faith build. I want to use some things. Grant, what's up, man? I also want to use Obsidian Laminar too. I have a dexterity build right now, right? Yeah, cool. I actually have the stats and requirements for the scythe. Nice. Nice. Cool. Okay, let's go fuck around and find out. Let's go fuck around and find out. Sword lance higher? No. If I'm gonna go into like a strength-based weapon, there are gonna be much other better options out there. Is that dodge more expensive than the Bloody Hellas dodge? In terms of like... I know it is in terms of FP, but also stamina. How'd you miss? Okay, where is the Bloody Hellas? This is gonna be like a different scaling anyway. It's a B scaling in Arcane. Should be getting less damage. I think it's a better weapon. They both have, yeah, they both have 2 follow-up inputs. They both do. And a heavy thrusting sword is a better weapon than a scythe. Like, it's obviously better, but it's like, it's that much better to the point where it's useless. I think it is. Similar damage with wrong scaling? Yeah. See you, Obsidian. It does get the scythe light, heavy attacks though, which is cool. Could help for like status effect proccing. I think the Bloody Hellas is just too good. Damn. See you, buddy. That's probably not gonna make it on. Unfortunate for the Obsidian. But it makes my list easier. Okay, cool. So I'm not including the Dancing Blade, Obsidian, Serpent Flail, Sword Lance. So now we've got to get rid of one more. Do I get rid of Rikshasha's Great Katana? Or the Flowerstone Gavel? The bow is probably gonna stay. Because the bow is actually a good bow. I see a ghost. No, I'm not gonna include honorable mentions now. I mean, I put honorable mentions in like the intro clip. When I'm showing my, like, when I do my top 10s and top 25s. I have like an honorable mention in the intro. I wouldn't like talk about it. But like in the intro when I'm like making my, talking about what's going on, then I can just include it. Okay. So it's either the Flowerstone Gavel, 7-Day Wonder, what's up, man? Or the Rikshasha's Great Katana. I saw the Sword of Light here. Fuck. The Sword of Light's good for like its holy buff, and I think that's it. I think its damage is like cheeks. Maybe fuck off this. I could just put it like at number 24, be like, hey, look, it's got a really good buff. Like your YouTube videos? Thought I'd give you a follow on Twitch. Thank you, man. They're both just worth it for the buff or debuff? Are you talking about like the thing is, this is actually more useful in terms of a buff compared to the Flowerstone Gavel. Because the Flowerstone Gavel is like debuff. So you have to use it on each individual enemy just to benefit of the bonus lightning damage. Rise, what's up, man? And it's a 12% debuff, whereas this thing is a 20% buff to holy damage, and its requirements are faith-based, and when you're going to go with a holy-based build, you're going to be speccing points to the faith. So, like, it just makes sense. Whereas the other one's more arcane, it's probably more situational. But the thing is, that one's probably a better damaging option. What's the damage we're looking at right here? I haven't really used as much. 209. Actus, what's up, man? 209. It's looking like it's gonna scale of faith, which makes sense. I don't know why they have such an obsession. I don't know why they have such an obsession with like weapons that have a scaling of a particular stat, and it has to get a descaling in that stat. It's so annoying. Just let it have a B scaling. Like, it looks like it should have like a really good faith scaling. Why is it scaled better with strength than faith? Like, I'm literally, it's levitating in the air. Like, it's floating in the air. Look at that. That looks the most like faith type shit of all time. Why is it a D? Same thing as this. Like, at least this one scales of like dexterity. Verdella with a sub, thank you. Appreciate it, Verdella. W's out there for Redella with the sub. What's the best DLC weapon? Probably like the perfumes with rolling sparks or the Blood Fiend's arm. Letter Sword is great. I wish I had a beast scaling in Faith. God damn. So close. I'm so close to perfection with so many of these weapons. So close. Like, there's lots of weapons that get beast scalings in 2 different stats. Why couldn't I just have a beast scaling in Dexterity and a beast scaling in Faith, you know? Kong, thank you for the follow. I've got to send emails to, like, From Software. Be like, hey, look. I have a list of my personal favorite weapons. Buff them. Now. Favorite weapon based on fun? I think the hand-to-hand weapons are pretty fun. I think I'm getting sick, chat. If it wasn't, like, already obvious.
Is it thy
Let's go spec into a Faith build and use this stupid Sword of Light. Maybe the Sword of Light is really good. I might be wrong. Maybe it's just useful outside of a debuff, who knows? Outside of a buff. I forgot what the Dexterity requirement was. Big, what's up, man? What's going on? Gavin? What's good? What's good? Look, you know what? Do I have the weapon equipped? What the fuck? What weapon do I have equipped on my hand? Oh, the letter sword. I'm like, this is not... It's like, why is it scaling much better with Dexterity? What's going on here? That would make more sense. That would make more sense. I played with the Euphoria. I don't like it. Played with it plenty of times, and it needs to get buffed. Needs to get buffed. It's very mid. Okay. It's getting somewhat decent returns out of Faith. So if I got a 40-40. At 50 strength, it's getting 625 AR. 621. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's a pretty decent descaling. It's a pretty decent descaling. Could be worse. A weapon that has never been nerfed is a Bloodhound's Bang. There's some plenty of weapons that haven't been nerfed, you know. I think Death's Poker, Bolt of Grand Sax, Wing of Estelle, they haven't been touched. Okay. Thanks for your YouTube vids, they're always very helpful. I appreciate it that you watch my stuff. Is Darkmoon's sword still number top 3? Maybe. I mean, now we have like perfumes and stuff like that, and the Blood Fiend's arm, probably not. Those are pretty broken. But if someone were to put on the top 3, I wouldn't care. Goodness, what's up, man? Okay, that one. Do I have the Holy Base tier on? No. Let's see how good this can go. Why do you got Rakshasa so high? Because it has like a fantastic moveset. It just gets like the flawless moveset. It gets everything. And the skill gets some nice hype Brahma. It can like clean up multiple enemies very quickly. Like Great Katanas is a solid class. I think it's just solid overall. I don't think it does anything bad. Like, it doesn't do anything bad to make it fall out of the list. Like, the only thing that you could say that's bad about it is that it's not broken. Or, like, it doesn't have, like, a projectile skill that just does, like, amazing damage or anything. It just, like, it's just an overall solid moveset. So, if anything, it's too, like, basic. I'm not gonna go with that, no. I'll put on the multi-hit stuff, see if it works in the multi-hit talismans. I forgot to put on Golden Vow. So I got a Golden Vow and a dagger, that's fine. Great Katana worse than a Nagakiba? I mean, a lot of things are going to be worse than a Nagakiba. Nagakiba is just too good. Okay. 400 damage with a light attack. Well, it was like a rolling attack, actually. Oh, come on, bro. Booty cheeks. That's what that is right there. You just use it for the buff. It is just useful for the buff. I mean, you could probably use it to, like, kill, like, a bunch of enemies. But, yeah, it's definitely not... definitely not, damage for bosses. See if it hits, like, larger bosses multiple times. Think about the Solitude Sword. I don't like it that much. It gets like a pretty nice, decently quick projectile. And the follow-up can get some nice stance damage. Does get some good blocking and guard counter potential, but pretty basic still. Yeah, this thing is goofy. 69 faith with the Holy Tear Shard of Alexander. No. The Obsidian Laminar is just the worst version of the Bloody Hellas. It sucks, but you just use it for the buff. That's it. Because this skill boosts your holy damage by 20% for 60 seconds, and it's a body buff. Do I put it on the list for that reason? Let's go try the Sword of Darkness, actually. See if that does more damage. You get, like, power stats both straight swords. Buff with the Sword of Light. Switch to the Sword of Darkness. And maybe it's a better damaging skill. It's still like a long animation though, so. I'm not too big on the Beast Claws. I think that regular claws are just better in like almost every single way. The Red Bear Claws is good though. That one's good. Anyway. Nice. Well, it did more damage, you know? $2K is pretty decent. Fish with the sub, thank you, man. Oh, it wasn't a sub. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that even is. What the fuck is that? Does that you can put a message on chat? I don't fucking know. Whatever. It's a free message. Why doesn't it hit multiple times? Like it's swinging around in a circle. Let's hit multiple times, you know? Come on, just do it. And it doesn't do it. You had the potential. You goofed. It goofed. Goofed. Maybe bugged? Nah, probably not. A lot of weapons work like that. Oh, gosh. Magbo Scale Sword, probably now the best weapon in the game. I don't know about the best weapon in the game, but it's definitely an S tier. It's always been an S tier. Now it's even better with a Talisman of Dread. How do Great Katanas compare to the Nagakiba? I mean, Great Katanas just do more stance damage, you know? They can stance break better. SQV, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Claws of Night is gonna be on the list. It's probably gonna be number 3. SOS, what's up? Or Saucely? Fuck you, Steve. So you can stagger him with like every light attack. Enemies like this. Do some decent stance damage too. And great katanas get these horizontal swipes. Isn't that really cool? Best Ash for the backhands blade? Probably blind spot for PvE. Oh my goodness me. I understand there's a red X on the icon. I wish I could get rid of that. See, whereas the Nagakibo, it doesn't stagger them with light attacks. But you have unsheathed, so it doesn't matter. Nagakiba is broken. Great katanas are just good. They're good at running attacks too. Good mix-ups. That is nice. Black Steel Twin Blade? Probably not. I've used a Flowerstone Gavel plenty of times, yeah. I've used all the weapons. We've played with all of them. Many, many times. Some more than others. Okay, I think we fuck off the Sword of Light. Ugh. Unless I just talk about this, its buff, like its uses and a buff. I might just put it like a number 24 or 25 and just talk about this uses and a buff. What build do I have right now? We don't have this type of build. Let's go with this Mistscript Hammer build and see if I like it. 11 intelligence. Okay. Smithing. Why did I have that on? How long till they release the patch to balance these weapons? I don't know. I'd give it like a couple weeks. Maybe it's a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, who knows. Surely not that much longer, right? As it comes to the eruption, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's do this. No. Spiked tier and fire tier. Are hammers your favorite weapon category? Yeah, hammers are cool. I mean, they're not like, you know, the best options, but like just aesthetically speaking, I just like them. They're funny. They're funny weapons. I don't like how much stamina they cost. Death Knight weapons any good? Yes, they're good. I hate. Why do the throwing weapons have to consume so much stamina for? Why? Can I hit him from up here? Why did I feel like the running heavy did more damage? Great damage though? I mean, yeah, because he's weak to striking damage and he's weak to fire damage, that's why. If I went to go fight the Elden Beast, I'd be doing dog shit damage. Why am I dying? Yes. If I use like the weapon skill. That's without Shot of Alexander too. Maybe I fuck off. I just don't like any of these things. I don't like any of these. I played with every single weapon, yes. Many times. Is Swift Slash bad for PvE? No, it is not. Swift Slash is still really good for PvE. This is regular new game. Maybe you fuck off the Smith script hammer. Maybe we get rid of that. Maybe. Okay. So if that's the case, this is our list that we have right now. That's not an order. Am I missing anything? Start giving out suggestions and I'll tell you yes or no. What's this list for? It's the best weapons list. No, you can't power stance. There's no unique power stancing combos with the throwing weapons. 25 is that. Okay, that's gonna be that one, that's gonna be that one. Do I put the Ancient Meteoric or Great Sword on number 4? Probably not. It's like, after number 3, it's like, what the fuck do I even do? I need to play with them more. All perfume bottles? Not all of them, just the ones that can be infused. So all of them except for one. Combine all the great katanas into one? Why? They're all completely different. All the great katanas are completely different. Why would I combine them all into one? Rip the poison perfume? Yeah. Skill issue. Do you think Blind Spot is that good in PvE? Yes. The shield in the top 25. The Smith script shield, yeah. If anything, it could be higher than 21. Talia crying right now? I think Ancient Meteoric or Great Sword is a nice spot for number 4. I think that's fine. It's really good. When you think about it, it's kind of like the Falx. But probably just even like a better follow-up heavy attack. The thing that I don't like about it is that you need to do the follow-up to actually do good damage. And it does get like the Zweihander moveset too. So like, I think it's just like a very solid weapon. And it costs 35 FP to do that. To get to that last part. The scalings are kind of weird though. 19 arcane. But the fact that it gets an arcane scaling, I don't know, I guess it's fine. The Starline sword is kind of just average. I don't like it that much. But do I like it better than like the Rakshas's Great Katana? Thing is, because I'm comparing it to like the Sword of Night. The Starline sword, but I don't think it's... They could probably both make it to the list. But I don't know, every single time that I use it, I'm like, okay, I'm comparing it to this weapon, I'm comparing it to this weapon, and it's like... Like, compared to the other katanas, it doesn't really do anything too crazy. It does, like, some crazy shit, because it's like, it looks really cool. Moonveil's is better. Anvil Hammer? No. Anvil Hammer is decent, but I think Eruption just outclasses it to the point where I'm not going to really want to use it. Red Bear Claws number 10? Yeah, honestly, I think Red Bear Claws can go top 10, yeah. Red Bear Claws weapon skill is kind of fucking broken. Not broken, but it's really good. Heavy Milady? Like, Milady gets a good quality scaling, so you can go like any which way. It doesn't really matter. It's not even an optimized build. 40 strength right now. Oh my god. How could I not outspace the kick? It's like a guaranteed 3-hit combo. Good stun locking potential. It's not bad. What about the finite greatsword? What about it? I don't like this greatsword of damnation like that. Not a fan. Was it best to worst? I mean, like it's not ordered yet. No, I mean like it's partly correct, but the ordering is not complete. Where's the great sword of damnation? Where is she at? Wait, damnation, right? Solitude, I mean, damnation. No. It's better for PvP. It's just too slow. You can get staggered out of it. The first initial one has like bad, like weird hitboxes. Like obviously in PvP it like just like snaps onto the enemy. So against NPCs it just like fucks them up. And the damage is decent. But you can get staggered out of it as soon as you like land on the ground. And then you're just missing out on so much more damage. But Claymore heavy attack is cool. The Quailine's greatsword? Oh, I can figure out that one as well. It looks really cool too. I guess some fucking insane range too. That's a long fucking boy. That is a long boy. That boy is long. Even with a Faith Infusion, the Godskin Stitcher just gets like 1 less AR. Surprising. Actually, it's more damage two-handed. Because it gets a better strength scaling. I didn't see any Stone Sword keys in the DLC. I didn't notice any. I mean, the benefit is that it obviously gets more range, which is great. And it comes with that split fire damage, right? So you're kind of limited as to what you can build around. Otherwise, you're just going to have, like... It's not that much fire damage. It could just be, like, free fire damage. You could look at it. What if we got, like, a Keen Infused? Okay. How's the Carrion Thrusting Shield not top 5? I don't know. What's so good about the Carrion Thrusting Shield? So 249, 172. So it gets like 40 less AR than both of these things, but it gets like a bunch more fire damage. It could just be like higher damaging the other things. The blocking R1, I think, is the crazy move. How? Nice hit. Dude, we got like the same fucking damage. Then again, it's an A scaling in dexterity. I have 22 dexterity. But it's getting, this is getting plus 173. That's probably the strength scaling too. Do I have a dexterity tier on? No. Is a bloody Hellas on your list? What? We're talking about DLC weapons. Just gonna talk about DLC weapons. Can a light greatsword stagger? Not with the light attacks, no. Okay. Dexterity, is there anything else that can boost my dexterity? This one can. Okay, now what are we looking at? So now it's getting more damage. Am I still getting more damage? No, this is actually getting... No. Yeah. Even with the A scaling that it gets, it's technically better. Like, I see, this is why they should get rid of, like, letters and just incorporate numbers instead. Like, because scalings are just so stupid. Because none of them make sense. Like, this is an A scaling and dexterity, but this B scaling is actually better than the A scaling that this gets. Like, it's just why? None of it makes sense. Do the DLC weapons outshine the base game ones hard or no? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If anything, it's the other way around. I haven't figured out the exact resistances of some of the bosses, no. What's the best Ash with Milady? The wing stance? I don't think I put it on the list. Like, it gets more range than the other heavy thrusting swords. But, like, it's not even necessarily, like, a better pairing with, like, certain types of infusions in terms of damage. And it just gets, like, this as a heavy attack. And I think the heavy attacks or the Godskin Stitcher and the Greater Payout is better, because this one is like a double hit. It can help proc the multi-hit talismans and probably status effects. And this one's good for variety. It's a great heavy attack to hit multiple enemies, whereas this one's just a basic poke. But like the range is nice. I don't think it's enough reason to put it in the top 25. It looks really fucking cool though. How much stance damage does Wing Stance do? 18 for the light attack and 30 for the heavy attack. I literally talked about it in my video today. Did I not? I think I did. I don't know. Just saw the top 5 build video. I think I'm going to try the Venomous Fang build. It's really cool. I like the Venomous Fang. It's one of my favorite weapons. One of my favorites. Wait, I completely forgot about the Horned Warrior Sword. Is that on my list? Is that here? Fuck. Did I put it on the list? The Horned Warrior straight, the curved sword? It's pretty cool. Is this physical damage? Why does the skill get whatever? A thrusting shield to S+ tier. I don't know. Obsidian Laminar was on the list, and then I removed Obsidian Laminar because, like, Bloody Hellas is better in every way. Unfortunately. List include remembrance weapons? Yeah, it's any weapons. Any weapons in the DLC. Just top 25. Is the Great Stars better than the Black Steel Great Hammer? Yes. Unless you're going with the guard counter build, then no. What's number 1 and 2? The perfumes and the Blood Fiend's arm? That's a lot of fucking stamina cost. That damage is not it. No, no. Why is it such expensive stamina cost? Like what? That's a lot. $610. How much does a light attack do? I only hit with 1. It would have done more than 610. The Warrior Greatsword, it's cool. I don't think it's gonna make it to the list as well, the Greatsword, because like it's just like regular Stormcaller, but I like regular Stormcaller better, despite the fact that it has like 3 times as much range though. Because Stormcaller is like cheaper, and you can put it on like weapons that get like bleed and stuff like that, and it swings faster, so it stun locks enemies better. You just like take a few steps more forward. But if you're surrounded by enemies, it could be better. But which armor set is that? This one, the Death Knight armor. Milady is perfectly fine endgame, yeah. It's a good weapon. Any new halberds that I like? What were the halberd options? It was like the Spirit Glaive and the Bud, right? Yeah. No, both of these things are mid. Anvil's Hammer is just the worst version of Eruption. I've been saying that for like the past like week. I think the thrusting shields are like fine. They're easy to use and stuff, but like their damage is like nothing amazing. It's actually pretty shit. Let's get 5 millennia with a thrusting shield. Like, the benefit of it is, like, you know, it's quick. It can do some, like, nice stance damage to light attacks. You get blocking frames, so you can, like, block an attack. So it could be, like, easy to use. Is a sword lance around the A tier? Yeah, it's around there. I'm not going to put it on a list, though. Like, it's really high damaging for a heavy thrusting sword. But I don't like the moveset. Because I guess the Great Spear moveset, and there's actually a Great Spear in this DLC. It's actually pretty good. The blocking frame is going to start that. Flame Skewer is cool. Yeah, I like Flame Skewer. I think it's like Flame Skewer better though. Because the buff like lasts longer and it's quicker to buff it as well. Flame Sphere is best with for like a Colossal Sword. Because you can put it on a Colossal Sword. Do like the blocking attacking shit. Lady is good endgame. Why am I, that's like the third time I've gotten this question and I've answered yes every single time. Yes, it's fine. Any single weapon in this game is perfectly fine. Like, you can make every weapon viable. Like, everything is good. You can even use this fucking shield. I would have recommended though. How does Rolana's Twin Blade compare to the Sword of Night and Flame? It does compare to it, but it's just worse. Sword of Night and Flame is just better, like, except for like maybe attacking with the weapon. I think attacking with the weapon is better with Rolana's, but in terms of the weapon skill, it's just not even close. Not even close. It's more fun? Yeah, it's about it. What katana is fun? Any of them. All the new katanas are fun. I mean, I don't know what you find fun, so like you just gotta try them out for yourself. Fun is subjective. I'm just here to tell you which ones are better than the other ones. That's about it. That's about it. Are the dueling shields viable? Yeah, they're viable. The Starline katana seems the most fun? Yeah, it gets like a cool like dodge flipping attack too, so pretty nice. Oh, bro, I got a fucking headache. Okay, let's consult this list again. I gotta go try these Death Knight. Try the Death Knight axe. Let's go play with that. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to put on. Go this ugly ass shit. Put on my cool, sick helmet. Hell yeah. Big boy damage. Good weapon. Shield of Knights plus the deflect tier. I'm not sure if that works. I mean, it should, right? It's a god counter. Yeah, it should work. Oh, fuck off, you stupid game. Makes me so mad. I hate cheat engines sometimes. Phoenix, thank you for the follow, man. Every time I just want to fight Godfrey. I don't want to fight Morgoth. Just teleport me to the Godfrey arena. Why do they make it the exact same grace? It's so dumb. What a sick iframe dodge. Oh. It's the most hyper armor too. That would have been the coolest shit I've ever done in my entire life if it actually worked, but it didn't. This shit is fucking cool. And it's good. And best of all yet, it actually gets a fade scaling. It's a descaling, but at least it's a fade scaling. At least it is. Unfortunately, you can only dodge forwards. You can like dodge sideways or backwards. Is Milady viable at the end of the game? Why has this become a meme now? This is good. This is good. I can fuck with this. What's going on, Jackson? How things, man? This is not even like optimized as well. Not even optimized. Which is fine. Where is fucking Golden Bow? Oh my god, there's so many spells now. Why is there so many? Wasn't the Solitude Greatsword? It's fine. It's fine. It's like a regular greatsword. It's fine. Like the projectile can be like pretty cheap. It can do some nice damage. The follow-up is like nice stance damage. Like the whole combo can be like a longer animation. It gets good block potential. Or I think that's where it peaks, you know? It's like it does everything pretty decently. I don't think it's enough to put it to the top 25. No one cares about Euphoria? Nope. I mean, people do care about Euphoria. I get asked like the questions about Euphoria like at least 5 times a day. And I don't know why. I don't know why, because it's cool, but... Can be a lot better. This one honestly might get number 4. Poria. I had a turtle shot on my offhand that I put onto my back to turn my weight over, so I still receive the benefits of stamina regeneration. Yes. You still receive it if it's on your back. How did I get kicked and went that way? That makes no sense. Wow. Good hit. It's just a good weapon. It's just a good weapon. Ain't nothing else to say. It's just good. It just works. Let's go on LA. Let's go compare it to the other one. It's a good weapon. I'm happy that the weapon is good. This one gets also the same scalings kind of thing. Actually gets a better faith scaling. And I have more faith. Like, it's not even optimized as well, because I have like 40 strength and 59 faith, so it wasn't even optimized. I could be doing more damage. Opinion on Ordovis versus Milady? Ordovis is... I mean, they're completely different weapons. That's nice. It's really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. Gives iframes, yeah. It's like Blink Bolt Ash of War, but like it actually combos directly into the weapon skill. Oh my god, let me just fight Godfrey, please. I don't want to fight Morgoth. He's a mid-game boss. I want to fight an end-game boss. Please. Why does this happen? Teleport me to the Ashen Capital. Cheat engine is broken. Fights Margaret? Nah. I don't like the thrusting shields. I don't like them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try one more time. If it teleports me back to the royal capital, I might scream. Thank God, finally. Holy shit. Maybe don't cheat. First of all. No. I will cheat. Yeah, that shit like straight up wasn't optimized. I didn't even have like all my talismans on. Not sleep on the Flower Stone Gavel skill? I'm not sleeping on it. I just think that the weapon... I think the skill is fine. I think the rest of the weapon is not fine because it gets like weird scalings and doesn't get split lightning damage. So you can't really benefit off like the debuff that the skill actually gives unless you're spamming the skill. Godfrey is weak to lightning damage, by the way, so if he feels like he's taken a lot of damage because he decided to be weak to it. I hate the fucking... God, it's so good. It's so good. Iframe dodges this skill. And I missed. I hate this. I hate that combo. I like this skill better, but I hate Axe's power stance. Oh my god, I hate it so much. If they just took the same power stance Axe combo from Dark Souls 3 and just put it into this one. From your last vid, which build is the best? Probably the arcane one. I think that was the best one.
Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
Try the Sword of Knight. Sword of Knight is okay. It's okay. Like, it's not that hard to use. It can proc bleed somewhat nicely. I still get hit. It is for that warrior. Now I fight as Horlu! Warrior! That's exactly how he says it. Oh, the whole moveset just makes me cringe. There's not a single good move that it has. There's like not a single good move. Look at that, that running attack is awful. Light attack is awful. Even the jumping heavy attack is not even that good. It makes me so upset. It could be a voice actor? I really could. Now I fight as Horlu. Wish that was your sub sound. That'd be annoying as fuck every time. S tier skill? Maybe. God, I wish it wasn't on an axe. I really wish. Imagine if this was like a straight sword. Oh my god. Imagine power stance straight sword. Sounds like Mr. Bean. Kinda, yeah. Thoughts on the Executioner's Great Axe? It's a really good weapon. Please stop. What did I do? I did nothing wrong. Executioners gets like some of the most range, some of the highest damage, and 115 crit, so yeah. That does 30 stance damage as well, by the way. Hit her from the back. Haven't asked me to ban anybody? No, I think chat's pretty chill right now. Does a long half axe do 30 as well? I think it does less than 30. So I actually might like this skill better. But I like the long half axe better. In terms of like overall. Because it actually gets a good moveset. How much FP does he use? It's only 18 FP too. How much is that? 21. Fuck. Why everyone hate axes? Axes are mediocre because they get like they get slower movesets and things like straight swords, but they get like less DPS. Their stacker potential is just as bad as a straight sword. Their stance damage is like the same as a straight sword. And also it just does regular standard damage, which is just like worse than like almost every other damage type in the game. It's like pretty useless. Like they get the exact same movesets as hammers, but hammers get striking damage, which is better, and they get like way more stance damage. So like in PvE, hammers just outclass axes in almost every instance. And these power stancing combos are just awful. Awful, awful. Look how slow it is. Like straight swords like swing twice as fast and do like just as much damage. Like there are some good axes out there. Like this is one of them. It's a good axe. But yeah, unfortunately, only because of its skill. Anyway, the Death Knight's Great Axe. Oh no, it does 32 stance damage. Actually, it does do more. Never mind. I'm wrong. But it probably does like a longer animation though. Like this one like exits the animation quickly and just does that. Lunges further. Where this one is like jump up in the air. And I think you get staggered out of it too. I don't think that jumping animation gets hyper armor. Then again, it's in one hit though, so. Thoughts on hand-to-hand weapons? Other than Palm Blast. I think in almost every way, the hand-to-hand weapons are just outclassed by fist weapons. Like, fist weapons are just, like, can be just as fast. They can just do more damage, do way more stance damage, and have, like, probably, like, more accessible movesets, too. But, like, with certain types of builds, like with the kicking types of talismans and certain skills, there can be some nice pairings. Obviously, Palm Blast being one of them. And for some reason, the Dane's footwork gets like really high guard counter potential. So, yeah. There's some uses out there. It's got on Sky. How things, man? Should have the Twin Blade moveset from Dark Souls 3. Isn't that what it just said? Pretty sure I said that right. Anyway. Staff of the Great Beyonds can make a good build. Is that the one that can cast both? I haven't looked at the staffs or the seals yet. I mean, I have looked at some of the seals, but I haven't really broken down the staffs. Like, typically, like, the whole thing, the gimmick of, like, being able to cast two different things might be, like, better for PvP in terms of, like, just comboing in spells. And you can have, like, some guaranteed combos and stuff like that. But, in PvE, it's just, like, it's just convenient to not have to constantly switch back and forth. But if you want to maximize your damage, you're always better off just carrying two different things. Hey, what's up, Drew? How things, man? Anyway, now that we've played with those, I think we go ahead and put the Death Knight Long Half Axe at number 4. That can stay about there for now. That can stay about there. Is there anything else that has a faith strength build since I hear before I respec? Anything else? Faith strength. I already have gameplay for Spirit the Impaler. I already have gameplay for these two things. I have gameplay for that already. Let's go respec. I have gameplay for Milady too. Actually, I want to go test out the Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword more. Let's go play with that. Let's go respec into that. Where's the scythe? I removed it. I removed it because the Bloody Hellas is just way better. Did I do the anvil? I mean, actually, we can go test out the anvil now. We'll go compare it straight to the eruption. See if there's like any uses that it has. The Sword of Lights? Do I have the Sword of Light there? I'm just gonna put the Sword of Light there because it's a holy buff, and the fact that holy damaging things are just now here, it's good. Powell, thank you for the follow. Because, like, my list is based on how useful something is, right? That's how I do it and everything. Because the way that you pick a weapon is always, like, what's, like, the best... you always have a particular type of playstyle that suits what you need, and you pick the best weapon for that playstyle. So if there's something else that does the same job, but just better, you're going to go towards more that one. So I feel like being that people choose their weapons based that way, I'm going to rank my lists on that same criteria. TZNA. What's up, man? Does that make sense? It better. Okay. We're gonna compare this to... Can I turn this Giant Crusher? We can. We're gonna put on a Giant Crusher with Eruption. Good old Flame Art Infusion. It might be pretty similar. So BC BD. Close enough. Is it comparable though? It's like, it's not that much heavier, but like the requirements are a lot worse. Maybe Prelate's Inferno Crusade is probably more comparable. If you're looking at like weights and... Well, weights and requirements might make more sense. We'll go with that one. Scalings are a lot worse though. Opinions on Radahn? I like Radahn. I think he's cool. Then we're gonna put on the Talisman of the Dread. Put on that so I'm not heavy loaded, even though I still am. Nice. Cool. Comparison time. About 2,500 damage. Good old stance breaks in 2 hits. Then we're going to switch to the Anvil Hammer. $2,100 damage. And probably like less stance damage, is it? I don't know. It's probably more stance damage though. I did 45. What's the AR difference? And the anvils are getting more damage as well, so it's like not even optimized. Because they're getting a descaling in strength, and it's still doing more damage. It quite literally gets like 1,000 more AR. I think Eruption just does more damage. Because it gets good scaling, so maybe like at high strength and high faith. But then again, if you go with like a giant crusher, because like with this thing with a flame art infusion, it was getting a BC scaling, which probably could just be like higher than the anvil hammer. Let's just go do that. Do I have the strength tier on? I do. Let's go leave the strength tier on. Ever do weapon category tier list for the other Souls games like Dark Souls 3? I mean, I have done, like, before, like, the DLC came out, I was, like, ranking all the weapons inside of one class. So, like, I ranked all the halberds across all the Souls games, ranked all the scythes, all the katanas. I already made lists like that. It's, like, every single halberd across every single game, every single katana. What else did I do? And I did other things as well. You can go check those out, if those interest you. AR. That's right. It's a CB scaling, not a B. Actually, out damages it. 50, 60 with a CB. And that gets... It gets a really good strength scaling. That's really good. It's not that much difference. That does like 35 stance damage. I don't think it's like that use. I don't think it's useful enough to want me to put it over. How's the DLC scales with you? Is that the level scaling or weapon upgrade scaling? The DLC, like the Erdtree fragments and stuff. How much AR would this get with a so 926? How much would it get with a fire infusion? Would it scale just as well as strength as well? Because eruption is a fire-based skill. It's gonna scale of strength. So if I was with the strength, it'll scale even more damage, right? Even that's doing split damage, so it could probably like literally out damage it. That was 2100. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it was doing better with Faith. What armor set is that? The Messmer's armor? I feel that Lightning Asher Wars are underwhelming. For the most part, they are, yeah. It's got on shoddy. How are things, man? Now that ER is almost over, what do you think of the future after the final patches? I don't know. I'm still in like Shadow of the Erdtree mode right now. I'm still in DLC mode. We'll go think about that like, you know, months from now. Where's up that Dusty? How are things, man? Yeah, the helmet is the Shadow Militiaman helmet. Rage Gaming stole your build? What build? I mean, like, none of the builds... I mean, which one? In today's video? Or, like... If I was talking, like, the top 5 broken builds video, I don't think that's... I don't think anyone stole my build, it's fine. Is the next patch the final patch? I don't think so. Will I rank all the weapons? No. Maybe like after a couple of patches, but there's no point in doing it right now because this is going to change. I'm going to go through all the effort to rank them, and there's going to be like a balancing update soon. The Venomous Fang with the flower blooms twice. I mean, it's a pretty obvious build to make. I guess. If you're going to build around the flower blooms twice. Either way, and better, who cares? Anyway, I don't think the Anvil Hammer makes it. I still think Eruption. I don't know. Like, Eruption can just get more damage. This just does a bit more stance damage. I'll probably end up respecing into a strength build that we can test it out again. We could test it out again. It's going to be more comparable to our strength build, more so than a strength faith build. Rank the Spirit Ashes. I've never made a single video on Spirit Ashes. Like, I'm just not going to lie. I'm not, like, knowledgeable in them. I could probably try. Like, I don't think it's going to be, like, the hardest thing to try and, like, figure out. But, like, in my, like, hundreds of videos on this channel, I've never made a single one on Spirit Ashes. Anyway. That's like the one thing that I don't know like anything about. What was I doing now? The Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword, that's what I wanted to do. Should give me credit? That's fine. I feel like I'm dying and suffering. How did I randomly get sick? What did I do wrong? Dexterity? Arcane? I've always disliked Rage Gaming. They're a funny group of people. Do you collect weapons in this game? Do I collect them? I mean, I have all the weapons. Didn't go ahead and find them all, but I could just use cheat engine to drop it. Poison blooms flowers S tier by virtue of going on every weapon type? Yeah. Probably. Probably. It's a way to proc Scarlet Rod too. Okay. Where is it? There she is. Was only 10 dexterity. Spee, what's up, man? Okay, so that one doesn't get that much magic damage. Spear Talisman, maybe? And I don't know, still the Axe Talisman and something else. Something random. That'll do. Well, actively dying? Yeah, I'm getting sick. I don't know what the fuck happened. I tried the Dance and Lying Talisman. Yeah, the Enraged Divine Beast. With the Storm Ash, what you have, yeah. It's like 10% more damage to them, which is really good. Really good stuff. Oh yeah, 200 Talisman could be good too, yeah. It's not going to boost the skill, but it is what it is. I kind of wish that the initial poke did more damage. Like, it doesn't consume much FP. It's only 10 FP for like that attack. But I still wish it did more damage though. The Death Knight's twin axes we just talked about like 10 minutes ago. How much do you bet the 200 Talisman get nerfed hard? It just doesn't make sense to why like it just boosts as much as it does. If it gets... It might get nerfed in terms of just it's only going to work with light attack combos. I feel like that I could see that being a nerf. Or it just gets nerfed by like half the amount. If it does get nerfed at all. But yeah, the twin axes are pretty good. Really good skill, I just don't like power stancing twin axes at all. I think there's a terrible moveset. Like, has a cool like purple effect when you hit with it. It's funny. Ugh. Damn, girl, she like got up in this like... What's... What was that? She's insane, bro. She didn't waste any time at all. She didn't waste any time. She's crazy. The Death Knight Great Axe is good. Yeah, no, the turn to talisman doesn't work with paired weapons, no. I see a fish. You have a good one, bro. Think lightning slash is okay at best as a lightning Asher Wall. Yes. Serpent Flail when? I played with it a bunch. Oh, I had hand time heavily yesterday. Acrodior or something. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Oh, why couldn't I just press it a bit earlier? Oh, I had no stupid FP. What the fuck happened? Black Flame Ritual is the worst attack that he gets. I somehow hate it even more than the spinning attack. I really do. You can look at it like somewhat similar to like the Death Knight long axe or long half axe, but the difference being is that this one just does more damage, but the other one gets iframe dodge. Obsidian Laminer is really cool. It's fun. It's a great weapon. It's just, there's no point of using it over the Bloody Hellas if you want the exact same thing, but just better. Because the Bloody Hellas just gets the better skill. It's cheaper. It could do like more stance damage. It's gonna be a heavy thrusting sword, which is a better weapon. It gets better scalings, therefore it's gonna get better bleed. It's just like, it's like everything that it does, it's just outclassed, which is unfortunate. It is what it is. That is not a scythe? What are we talking about here? What's not a scythe? Yeah, but they're still comparable because they're both weapons with a dexterity and arcane scaling, and they both get like a very similar skill, like an iframe dodge into like a follow-up attack. That's why they're comparable. I fucking hate his hitboxes. I really hate it. What's going on, JL? I have no FP for the follow-up attack. Okay. Sharifa with the gifted sub. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Sharifa. W's for my guy. Okay, what's next on the list? Let's go get some gameplay with the red bear claws. Put on the bear helmet too, for a fashion statement. Doesn't make a difference though. Eternal sleep weapon's good. No. Not really. Like, one of them is just like a slightly just different version of the same trainer sword because it gets eternal sleep instead, which eternal sleep is like the same fucking thing, just slightly different on some enemies. Me, what's going on? And then we have the needle, which is just impaling thrust on a fist weapon. But it also gets a bit of sleep, which is like kind of useless too. The sleep is just shit, like it's not that good. There's no other way to say it. No other way to say it. Sleep perfume model, then it would have been pretty decent. Because I probably would have proc sleep quickly. I don't know. If sleep... I don't know. Could have had just better sources of sleep, and we just didn't, so... Such is life. Still don't know if I like this armor or not. What, the bear one? It does not count as a storm skill. I've already tested it out. Does not. God, you're so annoying sometimes. Gia, what's up, man? Running heavy attack is nice. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Actual opening never happens. The helmet does not improve the damage, it just boosts the damage of the spell. The one fucking spell. Do you prefer hand-to-hands or backhanded blades? I think backhanded blades are more viable. But hand-to-hands are more fun, so... According to me. In terms of what I like. Decided to go to Twitch, that's perfectly fine. You can watch wherever you want to, whether it be Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, these are great. These are great. Let's go try it against Moog. Lightning infused Pata? What about it? No TikTok streams? No, I haven't streamed on TikTok in like a year. I hate streaming on that place. It's terrible. Particular incantation sorcery weapon that disappointed me? Not really. I mean, I got disappointed by a lot of things, but like nothing that like I really looked at. I'm like, wow, I really want that. I don't know. Is anything that you guys got disappointed with? What's like been the most disappointing thing about this DLC for you guys? Whether it be like a weapon, a spell, a boss, whatever it is. Rain of fire. Because there's a lot of stamina, but like it's really powerful. I dodged too early though. Euphoria? Final boss, really? Lack of Godwin related lore? Rolana's Twin Blades, the Sword of Damnation? Bale's Incantations? The Bear Claws are better than the Beast Claws, because the skill is just better than anything else you can put in the regular Beast Claws. They're just really good. Wanted to learn more about Mikola. Beast claws or bear claws 100%? Why is that? No black flame? A DLC on a disc would have been cool. The Carrion Knight Sword sucks. Use Hexington? Yeah. It doesn't get high per round because he has a lot of stamina, but like the trade-off is really good damage. Oh, it's just such a stupid attack. I hate Black Flame Ritual. It's so bad. It's so bad. So bad. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Ugh. Ashura locks onto the target, has a very good gap close, also does a lot of poise damage, lots of bleed proc. What are we talking about here? What do you do in cheat engine to refight everyone so much? I mean, like, I refight everyone because I just don't kill them. But if I do accidentally kill them, I can just go click a button to revive them again, you know? I see you, Scary. What do you think about the Freya's Greatsword? It's good. It's decent. I don't think I'd really use it much over, like, some of the other curved Greatswords, because they could probably do more damage, unless you're using things like Lion's Claw or Flaming the Red Maze with them. But his running attacks lunge really far. It's like yeet yourself. Boom. Anyway. Mitra with the sub, thank you. The Prime Gaming sub. W's for my guy. When's the next video coming out? Hopefully tomorrow if I'm good at being a YouTuber. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm like dying and like I'm sick and stuff, so like we'll see. Okay, so I still have a strength build right now. Anything else scale with strength that I can test out? I have the strength arcane, but I have the flower stone gavel. I can go try out the flower stone gavel somewhere. Is a skill gonna scale up arcane? Or does it like not scale up anything? Oh my gosh. $8.85, right? Yes, guys of arcane. I have to switch into an arcane build. I'm not gonna use it with this type of build. It will just be shit. What else gets a strength scaling? I already have gameplay with the Smith script shield. That's fine. There's like nothing else. Everything else is like quality or some shit. Or dexterity. There's a lot of dexterity weapons. Damn. I already got gameplay with everything else. Let's go switch to dexterity. Fire Knight's Ultra Greatsword is more like Faith, right? I can go use Faith for that one. Let's go look into it. Because it'd be best... It's not even upgraded, bro. You're the goat? Thanks. Sometimes.
Rise to war.
How to make the beast claws good? Go all into strength, multi-hit talismans. Does it really cost that much to level up a weapon game? Like, really? I popped a 50k rune. I gotta pop another fucking 50k? Jeez. That's why smithing stones suck. Stupid and silly. Anyway. Is the blood beast claw good? Like blood infused? Why would you have a bleed infused beast claw? It already gets bleed. You'd have an arcane or occult infused, or like use blood flame blade. And like it's decent, but like I think claws it is better. Claws it is better than beast claws. Anyway. What am I looking at here? Yui hasn't caught up to it. Caught up to what? What am I catching up to? Was hyping for more? With the beast claws? They could be okay. The beast claw over all claws. In PvP. Okay. I don't doubt that they're gonna be annoying in PvP, because they can swing fast. Blood. Well, okay, what's the benefit of using the blood-based beast claw? Okay, now I gotta look into this. I swear to God, if this is like something stupid, you're getting banned. I'm kidding, you're not getting banned, but. It gets 91 blood loss put up. It's not doing anything like. It gets a B scaling and strength. Why wouldn't you just have like a heavy infused with like blood flame blade? Or go like arcane with an occult infusion? That's my question. Anyway, what was I doing? Fire Knight's Greatsword. Fire Knight's Greatsword. Where are we at? You get scalings on both dex and strength. Higher damage cap? Okay. Gets an A scaling in dexterity and an A scaling in strength. That's interesting. B scaling with a flame art infusion. Okay, so like with a heavy based weapon, how does it compare to like this Y-hander and the Guts' greatsword? And why the fuck? This is the wrong fucking weapon. This is the wrong fucking weapon. Anyway. So with a strength-based build, obviously not going to be anywhere near as good as the Guts', but the comparison is going to be this Y-hander, which it gets more AR, but this is getting split fire damage. I'm going to try it out with a flame art build then. I feel like its only use is going to be for like a flame art infusion. Do I even put it on the top 25 list for that reason then? Fire 2? Or why would you use a fire-based build? Apparently the sword is bugged. Oh, the Fire Knight's greatsword? I think people are saying that it true combos in PvP. That's what people were saying. Well, like, with a faith-based build, it's clearly going to be better, because that one gets a B scaling. So if you want a faith-based Colossal Sword, this one's going to be your best bet. That's like its only use, though. Otherwise, I'd probably just rather go with a Zweihander, with like every other build, right? Right? So they have the same range. And I'm pretty sure the light attack combos, like they can combo in nicely with maybe some like other types of attacks. But isn't this the Zweihander? This moves it is just faster, right? So it's like faster by a few frames. Let's go check. Oh my goodness. Is this website broken now? Maybe it is. We're good. Okay. Weapon. And then the Godslayer's Greatsword. Attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 18, 20, 25. Yeah, it's just slower. Like this, wait, that's one-handed. Maybe it's the same two-handed as well, right? Okay. 17, 22, 23. 18, 20, 26. It's just slower. It's like this moveset is just slower than this moveset. Broken spinning gravity thrust Asher Warriors when set to bleed. Yeah, I've seen it. I've played with it a bunch, yeah. I have played with it already. It's not that broken. It's pretty good, though. Thoughts on the Quesadilla Greatsword? The heavy thrusting sword you're talking about? That's fine. Don't even fucking put it on the list then. Like, it's just the worst Zweihander. Do you see the Bloodborne remaster leak from PlayStation? I don't care about any leak. Even if it's like the most legit thing of all time, I still don't care. I'm only gonna get excited about... We get like Bloodborne like remaster leaks every like month for the past like 10 years. Like, no, I don't believe a single one. I only care and I get excited until we see actual official information. If I see an actual like trailer post from like PlayStation themselves, then I'll care. I don't care about leaks. Tranquil, what's up, man? Have you tried the Death Knight long-haft power stance with the base game long-haft axe? No, I don't really care to power stance it. I think that is better two-handed. You're the only person picking Zwei over the new sword? Okay. And? Does that mean I'm wrong? I just looked at the frame data. It just literally, this is literally faster. a faster moveset, and it can just get more damage with other types of infusions. Because it doesn't get split scaling. Or split damage. But this one's just going to be better for Faith, which is like its only use. Is Mesmer's Spear best on Keen or Heavy? Mesmer's Spear? The Mesmer Soldier Spear? I forget. I don't really know. If more Armored Core 6 stuff comes out, will you be covering it? Probably, yeah, but I don't think it's gonna come out. Why is it worse? What did I say? I don't know. What is that question in tier? Try the Mesmer Spear? Yeah, I can. Scott and Shadow. Big T, what's up? Spire is probably better since it's more versatile, but going all Fire Faith is fun too. Yeah. Should I try the Madness Torch? No. I mean, I've played with it, like, it's just... It's a fucking torch. Top 3 S tier builds. I mean, I've already made, like, plenty of build videos. They're all gonna be, like, my, in my build playlist. Gonna head to bed? See you, Ribbit. You have a wonderful sleep. Tested the DLC crossbows. I think the spread crossbow is better. Thoughts on the dancing blades? They could do high damage. Or like high damage, but you need to have like a long opening. If you don't have a long opening, then it's not really worth using. It doesn't even stun lock that well either. Is Milady S tier and an A tier? It could be like A tier, maybe. I see you, Russ. What's the best greatsword? Nah, probably the Blasphemous Blade. Any preferred build with Milady? Just do anything using wing stance. It's like the only purpose of it, I guess. Anything else doesn't really... Yes, it's good in endgame. Taco, thank you for the follow. Mesmer is the best built boss. I think he's the best boss, yeah. Thoughts on Swift Spear? It could be pretty fun. That's about it. There's not going to be a remastered Bloodborne. Isn't even a PC port. I mean, there's not going to be a PC port, I don't think. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bloodborne is just going to hold it hostage. And Sony is going to hold Bloodborne hostage. Because they can sell more consoles that way. Because they know the FromSoft fans are fucking lunatics. And they're just going to buy a PlayStation just to play Bloodborne. So. But there will be a remaster though. Either a remaster or a remake. It's just they couldn't really do one right now. Because obviously we had all these FromSoft games coming out. And it'll just like end up clashing and fucking up the sales. But like they probably end up being like a Bloodborne remaster like next year or the year after. Maybe next year for the 10-year anniversary. Because there'll be like no FromSoft games being released at that point as well. Nothing to really clash or fuck with it, so... There's no way they don't put a remaster. Like Sony know what they have with Bloodborne. They know how crazy the fan base is. They can put out anything Bloodborne related and it's free money. It would literally be free money. Best Great Katana? I think the normal Great Katana is the best one. Nick Trick Dick, what's up, man? I've tried the Serpent Flail. It's good, I just wish it was a hammer. Blasphemous Blade got better as well? Yeah, it did. Combine any weapon with any Ash of War would be best. Any weapon with any Ash of War. I don't know. Power stance, giant crushes with swift slash. How about that one? Thoughts on the Sword of Knights. It's pretty cool. You just go all into dexterity. Okay, look. I'm probably gonna end the stream. And I get the gameplay my own time. I am feeling like dog shit right now. I am not faring very well. Villa, thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here. I might have a video out tomorrow. If not, that means I suck. But I'll catch you guys around. See yous. Bye.